Let's go. So what do I do with the profits that?
I've lost my life, so I want to this job. So I need to
turn your engine off. Sorry? Turn your engine off. Sorry? Turn your engine off. Sir.
What's going on? What's going on? I was in the studio. All I need is a mic. Moisturize my hands. Use that, use that, use that. Don't just be viewing, make sure you comment, make sure you interact in the live chat. Hey, no homo, man. I said, yes, good, yes, you're looking good. Big up, respect. Hold on. Just recently resigned from my gas engineering apprenticeship. What should I do now? I'm 25. Why did you resign? And what did you resign to do? Lano J, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, okay. What do you mean What do you mean your manager basically got rid of you? What did you do to get fired? Because if you bring value to the workplace, more than likely they're not going to fire you. So what did you do? Or what did you not do? Looking to do my MVQ, but struggling to find work is agency best. Yeah. But you're struggling to find work. Have you tried to work for free? Have you phoned up 5 to 10 electrical firms every single day? I think you should do that and offer to work for free. This is the sacrifice you got to make. At some point in your life, you're going to have to work for free or basically nothing. Big up True Talk Only 4. Come on. Do you know what? I was actually going to send you a DM, you know. He said, yeah, big you up on Reddit, fam. Come on, man. Yeah, True Talk Only 4. I was going to send you a DM on Instagram to say I was going live and I just forgot, you know. But you're here now anyway. Someone says, is that Versace? Yeah. Bruce Wayne said Versace. Well, hold on, the comments are disappearing. One second. This guy gets paid. Shout out, little bit. I didn't even buy it, you know. It was bought for me as a gift. JY is in a happy mood. I said mod mood. Yeah, someone said we're on Reddit. It's yeah. As he said, UK drill. Jay Wise, I've recently moved to Wood Green. I'm 19. I got kicked out of my parents' house, so I stay with my grandma. Okay. Wait, what's this person's name so I can track them? All right, M20. So what are you doing with yourself? You going college? What are you doing? That's the thing. What have you done to get kicked out? You know, if you was being a model citizen and that, and doing your parents proud, would you have got kicked out? The answer's no. Man said Mercedes next, nah, fam, nah, never, nah. Big guy man like Ray J. I'm sure I see you in the comments. To be fair, it's not even your name that's familiar, it's more like your profile picture. I see a profile. Let me hit you up on Insta. Yeah, send me a DM, innit? I said JY's hairline come back to life, I want to get an Audi A6 at 19. What do you think? Yeah, if it's a 2002 reg, yeah, don't be wasting your money on these expensive cars, man. What's the matter with you, man? Got a distinction in my first plumbing exam, flying high. Come on, man. And then he went on to say 25 views on that electrician video, JY's mad thing. I know. I didn't even know it was 25K. I thought the last time I checked it was 19. Do you know what? The maddest thing is I shot that video last year. I shot that video last year, literally, like, as I was saying in the video, I was getting my tester calibrated and that. And then I just decided to just make that video. And then obviously, like, man sitting on videos from all last year. Man sitting on videos from all, it'd be a stretch to say 2022, but literally, I've got videos from last year. Like, I've got videos from this time last year that I've shot that ain't going to be released until, I don't know, 2025. January or something like that. What car are you driving? I just got an old Honda Civic, that is 15 years old, my friend. Is railway engineering good? I mean, it pays good, apparently. Is 250 daily good at age 20? Yeah, I wasn't earning that much at age 20. How much was I earning when I was 20? I was still on an apprentice wage, So when I was 20, I was taking home like 850, 900 take home when I was 20. So yeah, you look at yeah, you're doing better than I was when I was 20, man. You just got to keep up that pace, man. What do you think about a man and van businesses trying to start one soon? Why don't you have some sort of skill that you can start a business from instead of being a man with a van? See, this is what happens, yeah. When you don't have no skill, like being a plumber or electrician and that, you have to do these jobs or you have to start these businesses and that. There's a lot of people there's a lot of chicks in this world, yeah, and they've made money from the business, don't get it twisted, but they've had to start a cleaning business because they've just done administration their whole life. Because they don't have no real skill. Like me, I would never start a man with a van business if I'm an electrician. Nah. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't even want to start an electrical business, but I certainly wouldn't start a man with a van business. You know what I mean? If I was going to go into some sort of business, it would be property. say big up Pleth now. Jay, this inspection and testing exam got my head mashed up. Yeah, I know it's difficult still. Man said story time. I don't think I got any stories for you that I can think of at the top of my head, you know. I mean, to be fair, they don't all, the stories them don't always have to be about the roles, does it? So LP Lavish said, I'm a quantity surveyor apprentice wanting to change my role to a project manager, but your vid's got me locked in to stick to my career and work my way up. Yeah, man. And obviously, you should be doing something on the side as well. You should be building something that's going to make you some money on the side. So if you have no ideas what to do, whether build a business on the side, but you should be creating TikTok accounts and uploading videos. You don't even need to show your face. One of my followers on TikTok, he hit me up the other day. He started a TikTok page. You know, like when people get nicked for doing murders or just doing some mad crimes and that. I don't know what count he's on right now, but what I'm saying is, you see all Festify and all of them sort of accounts that talk about crime in the local area and that, bro, they started off on 200 followers, but you got to start from somewhere. So Radwan said, is it too late to ever start a trade? Is it ever too late to start a trade? Nah. Obviously, you don't want to be the 50-year-old apprentice, but blood, there was a man at home to Haringey. He was literally like the 50-year-old apprentice. He was like my mom's age. So at the time, this was like 7 years ago when I left, or I got fired. My mom would have been like 45. And he was about my mom's age, maybe a little bit older than that. Furthermore, the guy that was training him, his mentor, was younger than him, or at least the same age. So obviously, you don't want to get to them stages there where you're all 50 years old and that, and you're jumping on an apprenticeship. But blood, what alternative is there? Work at Subway, be a postman. You don't want to start trapping. So you ain't got much option, man. Or you can start a business. Right, why is there? Best place in the Midlands to do electrician or plumbing course. I mean, all colleges are pretty much good, man. But I don't know any specific, because I don't know Northampton like that. I don't get it twisted. I've lived up here for like 3 years and that, but I don't know Northampton in that way. There's a college that I drive past like every day. I don't even know the name of the college. So the man said he got served allegations of gross misconduct. So I chose to resign rather than getting found guilty. What did you do? Did you steal something or something like that? I got kicked out because I fucked up in uni, so I'm at Barnet and Southgate College. Do you recommend Spark? Yeah, but are you gonna? So a man's asking me, do I recommend him starting an electrical course? Rude boy, you got kicked out of uni. Are you just gonna get kicked out of, you know, doing this electrical course and that? And then are you gonna go and do sports science and then just not even turn up? So yeah, I recommend becoming an electrician or a plumber or something like that. But big man, you gotta stick to it, man. Can you earn even more than what you earn now as an electrician? Of course. I'm only on like £300 a day. But if I was doing my own jobs, yeah, like I have my own clients and that, well, it's £500-600 a day is doable if the work is there. If the work is there, £500-600 a day as a one man. If you've got 4 or 5 guys working under you, sky's the limit, man. Well, almost anyway. If you wasn't an electrician, what would you have been? I don't even know. Probably in prison. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the answer. If I wasn't an electrician, I'd have been in prison. Yeah. J-Wise, I'm having to resit English to do an electrical apprenticeship at age of 20. Is it worth it? Yeah. People know what to do, but still ask dumb questions. Why? Because it's a way for them. Obviously, I've spoken about this many times, but literally, I'm just going to say the same thing as I said before. It's a way for them to absolve responsibility. They want to be told what to do. Yeah? Like, you already know. You already know what to do, man. Like, I even see like these guys phone up dating coaches and that, and they ask, why am I not getting girls and that? And then when you see them on camera, it's like, blood, you know why you're not getting girls. If you want to get girls, just look at the sort of girls that you like and look at the guys that they're taking pictures with or they're in relationships with and try to emulate that look. And it doesn't mean you have to pretend to be something you're not. But what I'm saying is, if you want 10 out of 10 Instagram models, yeah, you need to look at the sort of guys that these 10 out of 10 Instagram models are picking. And if you ain't like them, well, then you ain't going to get picked. It's as simple as that. Ask yourself this question. Look in the mirror. Would you choose you? If you was a chick, would you choose you? If you was a chick, would you choose to replicate and copy you? Yeah, maybe your internal values and that, but yo, if you don't look a certain way, for the most part, like, you don't have to be some 10 out of 10. What I'm saying is, if you don't look somewhat decent or can look somewhat decent, then you're not even going to get your foot in the door. Obviously, don't get it twisted though. Looks are not the be all and end all. That's why guys who are 6'4" or guys are straight 10 out of 10 with fucking light skin and green eyes and curly hair, they still lose their girl. Don't let these black pill pussy holes tell you any different. They seem to think that if you're 6'8" with a jawline made out of Ross Clark granite, and you know you're earning bare money, and that your girl, you get every single girl walking planet Earth, and your girl will never leave you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Bullshit, fam. Oh, so True to Only 4 asked me, would I ever go for an Instagram model? The answer is no. It's not because, oh, I can't get them. It's not because of that. Because someone say, oh, well, would an Instagram model go for you? Model girl go for you? No. It's not that. It's, you don't want a girl that's baked. I spoke about this many times in my videos before. You don't want a girl that everybody knows. Nah, man, you want a girl that nobody knows. Don't get it twisted though. Like, you want man to know and be able to verify if she's a good girl or not, innit? Because don't get it twisted. Just because a girl don't know a lot of man, that don't mean they ain't sleeping around. That don't mean that they don't fly to other countries and get mashed up and broke up and come back and act like princesses and that. But what I'm saying is that you don't want a bait chick. Now, if it's a chick, let's say like Lin May Talks, yeah? That's a nice gal, yeah? Everyone knows who she is, or a lot of people in our space know who she is, because obviously she's on the net and she's talking to things and that. But she's not a bait gal like that, like just taking pictures that, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't want your daughter to take and that. Put it this way, you should pick a girl that you want your daughter to be like. What man in their right mind wants their daughter to be an Instagram model? No way. You want your daughter to be, you know, a pretty woman, but some sort of lawyer or something like that. You don't want your girl fucking twerking. You don't want your Ross Clark girl. I'm not saying that all Instagram model chicks twerk, and I don't get twisted, but yeah, man, you want your daughter to be of a respectable nature and caliber. And oh my days, how can a man say, Jay Wise, my stepdad wants me to start contributing to the rent. It's £600 a month, you know. I told him to allow it, but he's denying. I'm trying to save up for a car. Yeah, he's just taking a bit. Do you know what he wants to do? He wants to lighten the load off of himself. You see, your mum's putting immense pressure on him. So he's thinking, you know what, man? Maybe I can get this Jason you to, you get me, contribute so I don't have to break off as much bread to give to my man's mum. This is how certain man think, you know. It's a lot of working class parents think like that. Man said, can you fight? What do you think, man? What do you think, man? Can I fight, you know? Man, I'm the biggest fucking fighter ever. Can I fight, you know? Okay, just ain't no fucking Floyd Mayweather and that, but yo, and you know what, yeah, it's not even about, oh, can I fight? I'm willing to fight, yeah? Fuck my technique, yeah? I'm willing to fight, rude boy. Man, listen. Do you know what? I don't think there's anyone that I've met that's had more fights than me. Like maybe like, you know, like you had some of them bad breed youths in school that would always be fighting every 2 weeks and that. But forget that. I'm talking about proper beef on the road. Yeah. Fam. 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, not so. I mean, even when I did come out of prison, I did crash a couple people. Yeah, like I could think of about 4 people that I crashed when I come out of prison when I was 19 within the first 3 months. 4 or 5 months, maybe. Yeah, within the first 4 months. Oh, 5 people. Blood. I'm telling you, fam. Telling you, I was too active on the roads. Like, do you know what? Yeah, I slightly get jealous sometimes. Like, I've seen them videos and that, like, where they're like top 10 drillers in each gang, or they call it like top 10 OJ members in each gang or whatever. And I was thinking, yo, if those videos were about when I was about, I would have been on there. Don't get it twisted, man didn't stab nobody. But getting man down, chasing man down, yeah, 110%. Have you ever been laid out? Yeah, I've been laid out. One time I got laid out outside Edmonton Green Police Station still. But the guy was big, man. He was like 6'6", man. And he was older than me. Like, why are you picking beef with a young buck that's smaller than you? Congratulations. You beat up a young buck that's smaller than you. I said waffler, you know. Okay. Hey, anyone think I'm a waffler? Test me on it when you see me on the streets. Like, the area I live in and that, like, the part of Northampton I live in is like the ghetto, apparently. So I made videos this in Northampton, and I've had bare people come underneath the comment section, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube. You can never say that if you come to this area, if I ever see you. Blood, I live in that area, you fucking dickhead, blood. Yeah? About to go, but you should remove this video. I ain't removing a damn video. Don't give a shit, blood. We said Wolverhampton, no, Northampton. I think Wolverhampton's near Birmingham or something like that. What's the occasion? Nothing. What's the topic of the convo? So obviously I made a video talking about Remembrance Day because it's Remembrance Day today. So I was on my first job. So I have to write down dates and stuff. So I started writing down the date. I had to check what day it was. So I looked on my tablet. Obviously there's a date and a time. I'm like, oh shit, it's the 11th of the 11th. It's Remembrance Day today. And I really sat there and thought to myself, well, I stood up and I thought to myself, I wonder how many British people, or just people, when I say British people, I mean like English people, but just people in Britain in general. Now, I don't expect any foreign people or, you know, people who are born in this country like me, who's a minority and that to really care that much. But I was just thinking, I wonder who and how many people are actually like, was going to give a minute's silence. So at the time, it was about 9:30 when I checked the time and the date. And that's when I thought about it. And I thought to myself, like, obviously, I don't really know about Remembrance. I don't have much knowledge about Remembrance Day. I don't know exactly what it's about, but I know and remember in school, we used to have a 1 minute of silence at 11 o'clock on the 11th of the 11th, just to remember whoever, whatever's happened to people, whatever, really. And I was just thinking to myself, imagine being one of those people that risked your life for this country, potentially, because like I said, I don't know what Remembrance Day is truly about, can't remember. But imagine being one of those people who risked your life for this country, for then your great-grandchildren's generation to not give a fuck, cannot even be bothered to give you that 60 seconds, that 1 minute of remembrance. Imagine that. And then obviously in the video, I went on to say there was one time I was chatting to Nadia, and obviously she's half Polish, and I was saying that, like, imagine, yeah, imagine, because obviously her country was taken over by like Germany and Russia a long time ago. So at some point, Poland didn't never exist, but they had to fight to get it back. And I said, imagine if there was like a Polish tradition where when you get up in the morning, you have to sit on your bed just for 1 minute, just to appreciate the fact that you are a Polish citizen, you have nationality, and your forefathers fought for this country. Imagine there would be some people that would wake up in the morning and say, fuck it, I can't be bothered to sit down for a minute. And imagine the man them did risk their lives to fight for this country, fight for this land, fight for you to be able to call yourself a Polish national, and you can't even be bothered to sit down on the side of your bed for a minute in the comfort of your own house, where it's pretty much safe inside and outside. So for reasons like that, this is why I would never fight in no war, because I'm not going to risk my life for people 2 generations after me to not even give a shit. Like I've said in previous videos before, when they were talking about trying to draft us and for the Russian war or whatever, you're not, they will have to come find my ass, blood. I'll go on a missing list. Yeah, I'll be doing live streams from a fucking cave. I'm not, they would have to be dragged, they would have to drag me to the front line. I'm not fighting in no damn war. Because what's going to happen is, I will fight in the war, maybe lose my life. In 5-10 years' time, my little sister who's 13 years old, in 5-10 years' time, which is potentially 18 or 23 years old, she's going to be out of her brethrens and that. And she's going to say, do you know what, yeah, my brother, he died in the war, you know, like he fought for this country. And the friend's going to say, that's really sad, you know. So what do you want to eat? Burger King or Nando's? She's not going to give a fuck, blood. So why the fuck am I going to risk my life for some chiefy people 2 generations after me to not give a fuck? For them to not even... So hold on, you're going to risk your life for men and women, for them in 2 generations to start identifying as pots and pans and packets of biscuits and bananas. Nah, blood. No way. No fucking way, blood. I'm not risking my life for that. Even in Ukraine, the girl, not all, obviously it was only 2 or 3, but they were twerking on the dead soldiers' graves. The man, they risked their life so that you can still be known as a Ukrainian and be under Ukrainian rule instead of being taken over by Russia. For you to go and twerk on man's grave. Fuck that. In the last live stream, I was saying that there's this video that I still need to react to. I still ain't done it yet. Where some Chinese woman is getting robbed by some black youth at the ATM. Press 1 if you've seen that video. And obviously, if I was there, it would be hard not to get involved and intervene. And then I just thought to myself, under what circumstances would this Chinese woman ever help me? Like, if I was stuck at the side of a road on the motorway with my thumb out, if I was standing there on my own, she would not stop. If I was standing there with my children, she would not stop. Okay, let's say, yeah, she thought, you know what? It's best to not stop for strangers and that, just in case. Okay, let's say I was at a petrol station and I needed £10 petrol and I had no money on me. Would she give me the £10? No. Let's say I risked my life to stop this woman from getting robbed. Let's say I got stabbed and I died. Would she turn up to my funeral in 3 months' time? I don't think so. I doubt it. Let's say I risked my life and my freedom and I ended up hitting the youth and something mad happened to him and I end up in prison for 3 years. Will she come to visit me? No. Will she put money on my books? No. So why the fuck am I helping someone I don't know? Nah, fuck that, blood. I don't give a fuck. I'm selfish. I think about myself. If it was a little child, that's different. But adults, nah, I don't give a fuck, blood. I don't care. Yeah, I might feel like an idiot at the time for not rising up and activating and that. But you know what? Fuck what? I don't give a damn. Don't care. That's how you gotta think. I spoke about this many times about I don't give a fuck about any of my female family members. They get smacked up by their boyfriends, then you got smacked up by your boyfriend. Don't even phone me. If it happens in front of me, that's different. They're disrespecting me. So obviously I spoke about that in videos and I dropped one the other day, or I think I just re-uploaded a past video. And someone came underneath the comment section and said, you know what? My sister, I believe, my sister got beaten up by her boyfriend. So I went down there and I bottled him and he pressed charges on me. Like I said in that video, a gal will get touched up by a man. You will go down there, step on something, or you might get stepped on, but you might step on something and then the youth will press charges on you. That's not happening to me. That is not happening to me. No way. Absolutely not. Do you know what? I was supposed to respond to that video as well. Because basically, I don't know, maybe I saw it on Made You Think. It was like an upload of a podcast. Big up Made You Think. I don't know if it was Made You Think. It wasn't Made You Think's podcast or whatever, obviously. But it was a upload of a podcast. I don't know the podcast. I can vaguely remember the guy's face, a black brother still. But I'm sure Made You Think uploaded this little snippet onto Made You Think's Instagram page. And basically, this guy went to jail because someone violated a female family member. So I don't know if I doubt it was his sister. It might have been his cousin or something like that. But violated his female family member, so he offed the person. And you know what I was thinking about the other day? Yeah, like imagine this female family member got violated and he went and he defended her honor. Imagine if that girl was a junge, like sleeping around constantly. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that is a reason for anyone to do anything to any girl. But what I'm saying is imagine defending the honor of a female family member that actually has no honor. Imagine, yeah, afterwards she was sleeping around and that. And I don't want to hear no argument or no back chat about, oh, well, you know, sometimes when these things happen to women, they go off the rails and just want to go around sleeping with everyone because they feel some mad attachment or some bullshit like that. Don't insult my intelligence. That's bullshit. But imagine that though. Imagine, yeah, defending the honor of someone who actually has no honor. Like, imagine you have a brethren that got moved to by some youths or whatever, and you got into some real serious beef. But then you actually can't come to find out this guy's actually a pussy. Like, imagine getting into serious beef and backing one of your brethren and that, and actually find out deep down this guy's a pussy. Like, imagine really getting into a dramas and that, and then when he sees one of his enemies and that he don't do nothing. Fuck that. Fuck that. This is the sort of mindset you gotta have. Some people are thinking some evil poison mindset. I don't give a fuck. Yeah? I'm out for myself. I want to say, Jay, why treat yourself to a robe? Nah, this was bought for me still. Quick question, bro. I'm 30 next year and I'm the brokest I've ever been. Any advice? Whatever you done to be broke, don't do that again. So whether that was buying a Versace robe on finance or financing a Mercedes or something like that, don't do it. Oh shit, I nearly blocked someone. Are you gonna fight for Jamaica? No, I would never. Listen, I'm a proud Jamaican, yeah, but I would never fight for Jamaica. Do you know why? Why the fuck am I gonna fight for Jamaica when the Jamaicans, they don't even see me as a true Jamaican just because I'm born in England? They see me as English you. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that bullshit. You say that's not all of them. I think it's most of them, yeah? Man said, I used to chat to a man, I'll chat to him no more. I think it's most of them. I think most Jamaicans, like proper Jamaicans that are born there, yeah? Most of them, they don't see us English-born Jamaicans as Jamaicans. I've even had Jamaicans say, like when an English-born Jamaican like myself tries to tells people that they're Jamaican, you're not a proper Jamaican, you're not Jamaican and that. It's like, where the fuck else am I from then? You would never, a Polish person who's from Poland will never come to England and meet a Polish-born person and say, you're not Polish. Same with Indian. Same with Moroccan. It's only Jamaicans that will look at us like, nah, you're not a true Jamaican. All right, okay, cool. I'm not born there. It doesn't mean I'm not Jamaican. It doesn't mean I'm not Jamaican. How the fuck? I could not control the fact that my fucking, well, I take that back. I could not control that my grandparents, remove the F word, put some respect on them, came to England. I'm fucking glad they came to England. The fuck, man? Ain't no opportunities in Jamaica. Motherfuckers are trying to run from Jamaica. I guarantee you, yeah, if 100% of all Jamaicans had the opportunity to leave and go as foreign as they call it, they would all leave. I'm not saying they wouldn't return, but that island would be real empty. Trust me. Trust me, that island would be real empty. I was shocked to find how many Jamaicans there are in America. Because me, I'm just so ignorant and oblivious to things. Yeah? I've seen them reality TV programs and that, and they're American, so they're born in America, but they say, no, I'm actually Jamaican, like my parents are Jamaican. I'm like, oh shit, like there's me thinking that Jamaican people only exist in Jamaica and North London and Brixton and that. Yeah, man. But yeah, I just don't like their mentality, man. So I ain't fighting for no country where the local man and woman don't see me as one of them. Truly. Someone said when we go to Pakistan, they try to rob us. Yeah. I get that. I get that. I said fresh spray. I see you, Jay. What else? I think I'm all caught up with the messages now. Comments, should I say? Do you think it's bad to send money consistently to your family in your native country? I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Now, maybe if it's your mom, then yeah, if you want to do that, then yeah. But just like family, no way. When I'm in England, I feel Polish. When I go Poland, I feel English. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. No, I haven't experienced that, but I know. Yeah, that makes me. Yeah, that makes me laugh. Still, I understand that. Jay looking like a rapper. Right, let me see these comments. Where you from? Or where you reading? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm reading TikTok. TikTok live chat comments. Man say, what's your blood type? Yo, you're trying to steal my kidneys, them, my organs, them, what, auntie? I work a regular 9 to 5, earning 1,800 a month, and I'm always in the minus. So I don't know what to do anymore. You need to cut down on your spending, and you need to see if you can not work a regular 9 to 5 and work some more hours and days. Listen, at some point in your life, you got to work every last part day. You got to be doing them 60, 70-hour weeks. It's all been done. There's no successful person that ain't done it. I'm not talking about no Twitch streamer or someone like that. No successful man is stupid. Yeah. Apart from if they're like a Twitch streamer or something like that. Would you ever move buy a property in London? Fam. The way you lot write these comments, man, with the bad grammar, you making me sound like Jay dumb like when I read these. Would you ever buy a property in London ever? Yeah, I mean, I'd love to be able to do what I do in Northampton. I'd love to be able to do that in London. I'd love to be able to say, yeah, man's got one property in Ilford, one in Hounslow, one in Edmonton, one in Tottenham. I ain't trying to say, oh, Knightsbridge and that. Come on, just be realistic. I'm trying to, yeah, I got one in Notting Hill, you know, one in Hampstead, one in Blackheath Village. No, but I'd love to be able to, like, even just like the rougher areas and that, the Ilfords, the Hounslows, the Edmontons, the Tottenhams, the Wood Greens. I'd love to have properties dotted around and that. But you know what it's like with London prices? Crazy. Opinions on married women working. Do you know what? Yeah, big up man like Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. the GOAT. What did he say? He said something along the lines of, you should hire your woman and your woman should work for you. Your woman should not take no orders from no other man. And he's right. He's fucking right. You don't want another man to phone your woman and be ordering and bossing your woman around. Nah. I'm one of them, man. I'm a madman, you know. I don't want no man, yeah, could come around me and tell my girl what to do, blood. No way. No fucking way. Now, maybe if it was, but the thing is, I wouldn't even be in any spaces. Like, I wouldn't be around, like, let's, you know what I'm saying, innit? Be around a gal's boss or whatever and that, because I just wouldn't be interacting with. But like, no, I don't want no man telling my girl what to do. Fuck that, blood. Nadia used to live around the corner, yeah. And there's a couple of times that I went to her place and that, and I didn't even like the fact, yeah, that like her landlord was a man, obviously. That I never interacted with him or anything like that. But I didn't even like the fact that a man could actually tell her even she has to answer to another man. No, 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 no. I'm the fucking boss of that motherfucker. No one else. Who's bro's barb? I need to report him, you joker. I can't listen to a guy who's going to a gym with people wearing gardening gloves. Nah, I don't go to the Edmonton gym no more. But yo, that's what happens, man, when you go to a gym in Edmonton, man. What's your barber do for work, G? Barbering? What do you think he was, a banker or a stockbroker at the same time or on the side? Nah, man. Six properties soon. Yeah, hopefully. You never know, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I said, thoughts on crypto ball. I mean, I don't know. Me, I just don't do this crypto thing, innit? That's just me, fam. I don't. They got Smarks. Any advice on people and trust? I mean, I don't trust no one, man. I mean, obviously, I trust my mum and that, but like, put it this way: if you've got a friend that speaks about another friend behind their back, what the fuck do you think he's doing behind your back? You know, if John is talking about Paul behind Paul's back, what the fuck do you think he's gonna do about you? And the maddest thing is as well, because I was talking to a guy about this earlier today, a tenant. I was saying, if John is talking about Paul behind Paul's back, you know, yeah, if you ask Paul, do you think John would ever do that? Speak about you behind your back? He would say, no, he would never do that. Huh? Some of you lot think here that your friends would never talk about you behind your back. They're probably talking about you right now. Advised to get motivation to revise for A-levels and get a better body, i.e. gym. Fam, you should want to get the best grades possible in that. You shouldn't need motivation to revise for A-levels and that. Do you want to fail? Just ask it. Just try to visualize how you will feel if you fail your A-levels and that. That should be all the motivation you need, my friend. Do you actually own your houses or are they on mortgage? Nah, they're all mortgage, man. Yeah, it's not actually a scarf, you know. It's actually the belt thing. Let's put it around my neck. If you was an electrician earning £600 a week take home, would you just leave? I mean, I wouldn't work for £600 take home. I need to be on a grand take home. Or at least close to it, 900 take home. But that's the bare minimum I want to be on. I mean, I submitted an invoice this week. It was a good one, so 1,800, but usually on about 1,500. So my invoices are anywhere between 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. Every now and then I'll get one that's like 1,800. Sometimes 1,400. But averagely about 1,500, 1,600 a week. That's how much I earn. What do you do again? Social housing, EICRs. Yeah, that's exactly what I do, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man, and to do the electrical testing in people's yards and that. So. Oh shit. Someone said Jay wearing that robe to save on heating. Nah, man. You don't take the fucking piss, blood. Whoops. And then he cancelled the live there, man. That's what I'm doing, a night shift. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. So someone, the comments just disappeared. Well, it's gone up, but it said, yo, Jay Wise, I've been doing night shifts for money and working weekends trying to pay off my debt. This is the thing. When you enjoy luxuries without working for them prior, because you had to take out a loan, you took out a loan or got stuff on credit because you didn't have the money, at some point, you're going to have to work for those luxuries. And that means you're going to have to do some night shifts. You're going to have to work some long hours. You're going to have to work on the weekends and that. Because in order for you to have to be able to enjoy those luxuries in the first place, you would have had to have done those weekends. You would have had to have done those long hours, extra hours. You would have had to have done those night shifts. So at some point, you're going to have to put in some work if you want luxuries. I say You put in work first, then get the luxuries. But some people do the other way around. 90% of people do the other way around. 90% of people, they will get the Mercedes first, and then somewhere along the line, years to come, they have to work night shifts and work weekends and work extra hours and that to pay off this car. You should have done the night shifts. You should have worked extra hours. You should have worked on the weekends to get the car. And even then, if I was working on the weekends, working extra hours, doing night shift, I would even waste my money on a car. I would do all of those extra madnesses and hours and that, and then I'll just go and invest in something that's going to bring me back a return. Imagine putting in all that work, losing your free time just so you can drive around in a nice car. Blood, luxury should be a byproduct of your investments, not the primary. Yeah. Man said, bro, why you speak so much facts? Have you not seen my name? Where is it? Where is it? Because obviously these are, and you see my name, J Wise, yeah? Come on, man. You see the name right below? Yeah, right here. Come on, man. Where I get this name from? I don't even know how I started calling myself J Wise, you know. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm the wise man. I was saying to a young you hit me up on Instagram on Saturday, and I was just saying like, yo, there's so much people on this app that are just like a waste of space. Like, I said it to him, and I said it to you lot in the live streams and on YouTube videos. And that. In the UK, I think I'm the all-round best. I think I'm the all-round most important person on this app in the UK because I provide the most broad range of value. I don't just talk to you about just property. I can talk to you about the roads. I could talk to you about gyal. I could talk to you about saving money. I could talk to you about getting in the right frame of mind. I could talk to you about how to manage your chick and get her under control. I could teach you about how to handle breakups and that. Because, yeah, I'm a versatile person. So I'm not 100% 10 out of 10 in every single, in one category, but I'm high up in a lot of categories and that. You know, like one of them trades people who are like a multi-trade and don't, you know, jack of all trade, master of none, fuck that. But I can do a lot of different things. I'm good at a lot of different things. I'm not just a property man. Big up the man them that do property. I'm not even going to say their name because I'm not taking nothing away from them. But the man them that are super duper at property, ask them about getting your gal on lock. Ask them about, you know, what to do in this situation if a man disrespects you and that. They can't tell you. There's no disrespect to them. That's why I'm not even saying their names and that. Yeah, that's not their thing. But me, I'm an all-rounder and that. And this is what I'm saying, yeah, like, imagine, yeah, something mad happened on TikTok and they started getting rid of TikTok accounts and, let's say, quote-unquote, influencers and that. If they had a vote, yeah, blood, I'll be one of the last people to go, yeah? All the people that just do entertainment, all gone. If TikTok and social media was only for spreading knowledge and that, I'll be one of the last people. I'll be last man standing. Put down in the comment section below or the live chat below, whatever, who you think is a better all-round person on social media from the UK. There's no one. There's no one. Yeah, there's man that can teach you about having a good diet. Congratulations. You're going to live to 100 years old and still be broke. Congratulations. There's no one. In the UK, there's no one that's better than me. In America, there's man that is better than me. Yeah. Big up Marquette, the saint and the sinner. He's better than me. Yeah, big up Andrew Tate. He's better than me. Yeah. And them man there are better than me. But in the UK, nobody. Nobody in the UK. I'm the best. I'm the best. Like I said, if they started getting rid of influencers and that, I would be the last man standing. There's a lot of chatty man. There's a lot of man that can talk about stuff and what they're saying is true, but they're broke. So you know a lot of nothing. You can't use that knowledge to make money and be in a good position. So you just know a lot of nothing, fam. Trust me. You lot might just feel, oh, yeah. You don't know what it's like to be around me and to live around me. Like the value that I provide. Come on, man. I'm telling you. The one thing is like on camera and that, yeah? But like, the next thing is like being around me. I guarantee you, see Nadia, yeah? If someone said to Nadia, right, we're going to put you in some crazy diabolical situations, multiple situations. We're not even going to tell you what the situations are going to be, what's going to happen. Pick one person that you're going to bring in these situations and that. It will be me all day long. All day long. All day. She won't even hesitate. I'm bringing Jake. That's it. Yeah, drag me into the bad situation and that, innit? You got to provide value in this world. Even like my household that I come from, my mum's house. One time my mum had a problem. Yeah, this is how you know, yeah, I provide value without even being there. My mum had a plumber, because my mum's house is a council house. My mum had a plumber come and fix the toilet. And my mum said that when she was flushing the toilet, it would just carry on flushing. Like, sorry, the inlet valve that allows the water to go into the system, it wouldn't stop. It just kept on, water just kept on going into it or whatever. So I said, basically, there must be something wrong with the flush valve because the flush valve is open. So the water will just carry it on going and that. So anyway, I said to my mum, just put your hand in it and turn it clockwise to tighten it. My mum turned it clockwise, bam, problem solved after a day and a half, 2 days. I'm not even there. I'm not even a plumber. But because I know stuff, I have value. My workplace, they don't want me to go nowhere because I'm reliable. I provide value. I provide so much value. I'm so reliable. If the managers, the high up managers said, we've got this important job to do on March the 2nd, 2025, which one of the 3 guys that are on this contract can you rely on to be there on that day from today, the 11th of November, 2024? Who can you rely on to be there on the 2nd of March? They'll pick me. They'll pick me. They're always phoning me up. Oh, so-and-so's gone off sick. Oh, this person can't make this job. Can you fill in? Yeah, I'll do it. Reliable. Reliable, man. Like, even like, yo, like, I feel sorry for Nadia. Yeah, like she would not be able to replace me. No, because right, I'm not a 10 out of 10, but you know, I'm good looking at that. I'm not 6'8", because someone asked me in the chat, how tall are you? I'm 5'9.5". Yeah, so I'm not a tall guy. Yeah, not the strongest guy. What I'm saying is, man's got high stats. Yeah, obviously, being 5'9", you're just average. But you know, I'd say I'm above average in looks and that. I've got big up man like Dosa David. I've got charisma. You can tell I've got charisma at that. I know how to dress well when I need to dress well and that. Don't get it twisted. I walk around like a fucking tramp all the time. And I just don't care really. But I provide so much value that it's almost impossible for a girl to replace me. There are guys out there that are just like me. What's the chances of her bumping into them? Yeah. What's the chances of her bumping into them? Yeah, but you got to become irreplaceable. You got to be the sort of guy, yeah, that. Move this. You got to be the sort of guy, yeah, that like nothing affects him for the most part. Okay, I'm not saying you should get shot in your chest and say, okay, when we're going out for pizza. But you got to be the sort of guy that nothing affects him. So someone, again, I don't know, it could have been on YouTube, probably not Instagram, but more than likely TikTok. Someone hit me up, maybe the DM or comment, I don't know, under a video and say, yo, when's the next live? It's been a minute. I ain't done no live streams for 2 weeks. And I let you lot know now, I'll be going through some depression. That's why I ain't done no live streams. Man, how dare you even believe that for 2 seconds? Now, I've been busy, so I just, you know, I'm not going to do no live streams. But I'm the sort of person, let's say, yeah, I had a little bit of a low point in my life. No one would ever fucking know. Like, I get up and I do the things I'm supposed to do, regardless of how I fucking feel. You see, when I go running, it's not even a physical exercise. It's a mental exercise. It's exercising, going out of my way. It's I can't be bothered to go running, but I'm still going to do it. So fuck the physical side of it. It's the mental side of it. Because getting up at 6 in the morning or 6:30 and going out for a run, that ain't got nothing to do with the physical. That's a mindset thing. Tomorrow I'm going running. I don't want to fucking go. You have to get up and do the things you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. Nothing, for the most part, should affect you. Now, so as you know, yeah, in the last 12 months, let's say, I've bought 2 properties. So one property that I bought, so the first of the 2 properties was that flat that's opposite my other flat. Yeah, so you know I bought one flat that's opposite the other flat, yeah? And then afterwards, I bought the house that's around the corner, the one where the kitchen's black. So I believe this incident occurred when I was buying the flat, because I can't remember. I feel like it's more recent, but the months have been flying past and that. But I feel like it happened when I was buying the flat. So I bought the flat and completed on the flat in December of 2023. And then I got the house in April of 2024. So 6 months ago, 7 months ago, yeah? But I believed it happened in December. And the reason why I say it's December and that is because Christmas was fast approaching. And when you get a mortgage offer, sometimes you might get lucky and you get like a 6-month mortgage offer. But a lot of the times you get 3 months. And my mortgage offer was running out in December of 2023, December the 31st. So I had up until the end of the month to complete on this mortgage application, this mortgage process, yeah? But Christmas, everyone packs up for Christmas on the 20th. So you've already lost out on 2 weeks, 10 days, basically, yeah? So the reason why I'm saying that is just so you have a little bit of an idea why what happened next happened. So obviously, the reason why I needed to complete on this property ASAP and not let it run over into January is because they changed the rates. So let's say, yeah, I got an okay rate of 2%. In that time, they changed the rates. The Bank of England rates went up. So then I would have been on 4%, let's say. So then my mortgage payments would have been more. Because when your mortgage offer expires, sometimes they won't extend it on the same rate. Sometimes you have to do a brand new one, and then you get the current rate, which is 4%, not the 2%. So there was urgency for me to complete on this property ASAP, yeah? So I'm just setting the scene for you. So let's say, yeah, the beginning of December, December the 1st, there was a rush. I was going back and forth with my conveyancing solicitor. Big up Lauren. I was going back and forth with her, innit? Yeah, like not like that, but like, yo, we need to get this done. You know what I'm saying, innit? Yeah. We had to chase down the other side, all this bullshit and that. I'm just setting the scene. So 2 weeks before completion, like, I remember, like, my heart was just feeling a bit weird. Like, why is my heart like kind of like beating a bit fast, getting like skipping beats and that, whatever? And I'm like, yo, maybe there's something wrong with my heart, fam. But I'm still going running. It's not affecting my run. I'm still going running every other day, although I fucking hate it. But like, my heart feels a little bit weird. Like, I can really feel my heart pounding in my chest and that. Sometimes like my heart was all skipping beats and that. So let's say, yeah, Tuesday, it was, you know, and this ain't all day long and this ain't throughout the day, don't get twisted. But like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, I'm sitting down in my bed and I'm like, nah, that's it, man. I'm going to hospital because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah? I'm a healthy person. I should not feel like this. So anyway, now they said, all right, boom. She's going to drive me to the hospital. Yeah? Just in case I have to stay overnight. You don't know. So anyway, gone to the hospital now. They put the ECG thing on me. You know, like the cables to measure your heart and that. So they put the ECG on me, and then obviously they take their readings and that, and then the doctor has to go and interpret the readings. So they sent me to another part of the hospital. I'm all sitting down there. It's getting late. I think, oh, I gotta go work the next morning and shit like that. So I'm sitting down, and the doctor comes to visit me. So he looks through the results, the measurements and that. And then he just asks me like, oh, like what's been going on, whatever, and that. Tell me about what you do for work and what's going on in your life and that. So I said to him, yeah, obviously I'm an electrician and that. I work every single day, pretty much. You know, I go running every other day. Like I have no issues when I go running. I don't ever feel like I need to stop. Like if you had something wrong with your heart, the time that, you know, you're exerting your body, that would be the time for your heart to give you problems and that. And I never have no issues. I complete my runs and that. So I don't know what the hell's going on. So after him listening to me ramble on for 5 minutes and that, he said, well, look, I've looked through your results and there's nothing wrong with you. Do you know what I think's wrong with you? I think you're having anxiety, you know. I was like, what? Blood. I was having anxiety and I didn't even fucking know. Nadia, yeah, obviously she lived with me at the time, yeah. She didn't know there was anything wrong with me because nothing can affect me. Yeah? I'm not saying I ain't bulletproof or nothing like that. But I was having anxiety over this mortgage not getting completed and that. And I thought there was something wrong with my heart. Most people, if they're having anxiety and that, like, yo, they wouldn't be able to function. Their day would not run smoothly and that. I had anxiety and I didn't even know I had anxiety. I'm just there chilling. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with my heart? See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is how a man's built a certain way. I'm sort of a madman. Yeah, I'm a madman still. I'll be on the plane and the plane's about to crash and I'll just be there chilling, thinking, wait, what's the point of running around and screaming and that? Yeah, I had anxiety and I didn't even know I had anxiety. Do you know why? Because every day the tasks get complete regardless of how I feel. I don't give a fuck. So literally, I was sitting there in my bed. I'm having anxiety, just watching TV, but thinking my mind's on something else and that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not having anxiety. You know what I'm trying to say? What I'm saying is, you know, let's say the chemical imbalance that equals to anxiety. I was having that, but no one knew. I didn't even know because I get up and I do what I'm supposed to do every single day, regardless of how I feel. Nothing. So me, I had anxiety and I didn't even know. I said to Nadia when we got back, I was like, have you noticed anything different about my behavior? She was like, nothing. That's why I couldn't believe you saying that there's something wrong with your heart or whatever, because you're just normal. No outbursts, no irregular behavior. Yeah? I technically, on paper, had anxiety. Technically. But I didn't have anxiety because I'm not a fucking bitch, blood. Yeah? I say, you're a joke, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I will never be sad and depressed. If anything, I'll be angry. And anger is a good force. Yeah, the worst thing that you could have, yeah, is being sad and depressed. At least if you're anger, if you control that energy, yo, yeah, that's a good motivation there. This Ekane APC Bishop said, come down, Enfield, you'll get touched up. Come Edmonton, you'll get touched up. Man said, you saw Ajima, that's why your heart went, you know, you joker. How old are you? I'm 32. I said, what can we do to thank you for everything, Jay Wise? Man said, anxiety is scared of Jay Wise. Yeah, man. So technically, on a technicality, yeah, in terms of, you know, I don't know, body chemistry, I had anxiety and I didn't even know. I just thought, oh, why is my heart feeling like this? There wasn't no, oh, I can't come into work today. I can't go running. No, I don't give a fuck. Even when I had the CV19, yeah, the yeah, I still went running. I didn't give a fuck. I still went running. When I've got the flu, I go running. When it's raining, I go running. When I've got a headache, I go running. When it's snowing, I go running. If it's dark outside at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, I go running. I prefer to go when it's a bit lighter though, because there's all sorts of shit on the floor and that. But yeah, I go running no whatever the weather. Literally, I remember when I was a youth, man, everyone used to say that, whatever the weather. Yeah. So this Kiki person said, that's the convo I had with myself today. I don't know what she's talking about. Let's see. There's no timestamps on it, so that could have been anything. What if you're still in the chat? What was the conversation you was having yourself earlier? Someone said, "Bro, I'm from Edmonton and I need your advice badly." Bro. Fire away, fire away. Thoughts on other people interfering with other people's business and trying to get involved. It's because they ain't got nothing else going on in their life. Oh, okay, yeah, getting up and doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Yeah, it's got to be done, man. It's got to be done. How do I contact you? Send me a DM on Insta. So at least then I can just respond with voice notes. I can't go with this texting business. Someone said, how old are you? I'm 32. But yeah, got to get up and do the things that you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel. Was Steeler a problem back in the day? I mean, not for me, I don't know him, but that's my cousin's brethren. But yeah, for the people on the other side, yeah, it was a big problem still. It was a big problem still. My cousin's a Wood Green youth, yeah? And he said that basically them Wood Green youths, and there's some youths, they used to call themselves Pyru. They're from Tiverton, yeah? I mean, everyone is connected. Like, fucking hell, some of them Pyru youths and that. Like, one of them is my cousin's cousin. One of them is my cousin's brethren. And next one is one of my cousin's brethren and that. Like, everyone knows each other and that, but we all got issues and that. But anyway, so there's one estate in Tottenham called Pyru, called Tiverton, and the youths there, they call themselves Pyru, alongside Manor House. And Tiverton is next to Manor House as well. So anyway, so then Wood Green youths, obviously they got beef with everyone in Tottenham, but what they wanted to do, yeah, was squash the beef between Wood Green and Tiverton, yeah? So what happened was one of the Wood Green youths and one of them Tiverton youths had a one-on-one. Yeah, they said, right, we're just gonna squash the beef, have a one-on-one, whatever happens and that, it's done. Yeah. They had the one-on-one, allegedly they squashed the beef. Steeler come out of prison and kicked off the beef again, blood. Yeah, that's what he was like. That's what my cousin was saying. So yeah, that's he was a problem still. I never actually saw him in real life, you know. I never bumped into him. Like, I've been about like afterwards, like someone was like, oh, you know, Steeler was here now, or then Wood Green used to Steelers here, but I've never seen it. Some of my brothers was in jail with him, and my brothers like they're road youths, but they weren't GMs. They weren't GMs, but they were road youths and that. But they were saying that yeah, they bumped into him in jail. I don't know. Maybe it was film. I don't know. But yeah, they bumped into him still. But I've never seen him in real life. Even my cousin's a Wood Green youth. His dad is from Broadwater Farm, and his brother was a Hornsey youth. Yeah, have you heard of GBG? Them Grey Bandana Gang. Yeah, his brother. How can your brother be one of the ops? Yeah. Now I'm sure they were cool, but what I'm saying is your brother was on the other side, literally. Yeah. Was DA serious back in the day? Yeah. DA was serious still. Do you know anyone from MPK? I mean, I wasn't friends with anyone from MPK, but yeah, there's a couple people from MPK that know who I am still. But yeah, I weren't friends with them for obvious reasons. Big up man like Incognito, man like JY's. You say do trivia. See, this is how you know you man just got me pegged as a tramp, boy. People notice when you're looking good, boy. Jesus Christ. Got a notification. Man, I need to get to fucking 10K followers, man. Shit. Man say, what's your beef with passport bros? It's not beef, but it's like, yo, like see, I need to respond to a comment actually, you know, but I think I'd have to find the video to find the comment because I used to screenshot the comments and I haven't done that for a little while. But like these passport bros and that, yeah, like they're not going to countries where the women are rich. They're not going to countries where the women are at the same economic level as them for the most part. They're going to countries where the women them are broke. Yeah. I'm not even saying that they're trying to really stunt on them and that. But I feel like they think that that's their advantage in that. Because that's why they never go Dubai or Monaco. Why don't they go Dubai or Monaco? They're talking about, oh, they want a traditional woman with traditional values. That's bullshit. What do you mean you want a traditional woman with traditional values? Bro, you're going over to these broke countries and you're trying to mash up the place. How is she a traditional woman if she's giving you a first day late? I'm not saying yeah, that every girl that you bang on the first date is not traditional. But what I'm saying is, come on, man. So hold on. So you're going over to a country to find traditional women, but you're doing untraditional things. Like trying to sleep with a woman on the first date. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Like these men are not even going over to these other countries and that to try and bring back one of these women to make them their wife and that. They're just going over to smash. So why are you telling me about you're looking for a traditional woman when you're doing ungodly, unholy things? Tell me where it says in the Quran or the Bible or the Torah where you should be going out getting first day lays and that. Yeah, I'm sure they would be talking about you should court a woman and whatever. They're just making it up, man, about traditional values and that. At least the women them that you see in like them Monaco videos and that, them rich women and that, they ain't, them women, they are classy women for the most part. You will not find no videos with them twerking. No way. No way. But they know they can't get them because they know they ain't got no money. That's why they go to broke countries like fucking Thailand. Man's talking about, it's about Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Tanzania, Rwanda, South Africa. All countries broke. All of them broke. Someone name 4 countries that are like quite well to do. Yeah, I know Monaco. Is Monaco a country or like a city? I can't remember, but they're not going to these countries like, bro, if you want a traditional woman, why don't you go to Qatar? Why don't you go to Kuwait? Nah, let me jump on the light. Fam, I don't really want to hear. Do you know what? Fuck it. You can jump on for 5 minutes. Go. Let's go. How do I invite you? I'll give you 5 minutes, yeah? Yeah, don't worry. They said no camera. Don't worry about it. I can't remember how to fucking do this now. It's been a while, man. Can you use the link that's in It's been so long. How the fuck? On a share screen? Am I sharing screen? No. Ah, he's there. All right, cool. Yeah, go on. Boom.
What's up? What's good, bro?
What's going on? Hold
on. Let me mute.
Yeah. So mute it in the background just in case there's echoing and that.
Should I mute YouTube?
Say that again. Let me know, yeah, if you can hear on TikTok, yeah. Let me try and put
I muted YouTube, so I'm just on the StreamYard thing.
Yeah,
bro. before I get into that though, I just want to say like, yeah, thanks for inviting me, or maybe I invited myself. I don't know, but
Yeah, no
I like your
problem.
content. Actually like your content. I'm from
Yeah.
Hackney, so I know you're local. I can tell by the accent. North
Yeah.
London, yeah. So yeah, man. I just thought let me jump in, bro. I see you jumped on live. Passport Bros.
Yeah, go on.
So I'm actually the guy that made the content, by the way. Today I'm looking rough, so I'm not even jumping on, bro. Man needs a haircut.
What content?
The video you reviewed, like I don't know when, but
The
I saw
one that went to
Dom Rep.
was it Dominican Republic and you went on a
Yeah,
date with
bro.
the five?
Say that last bit?
And you went on
Again?
a date with the five, yeah?
Yeah, bro. So
Now
like,
you, yeah.
yeah, bro. Like,
No, drop the fives now. I'm joking.
I
Go
come,
on.
I come humbly. So like, basically, I know. First of all, I went on a date with a bunch of chicks. I went on dates with bunches of chicks. So that one there, she probably wasn't the pick of the litter. I think it was a little harsh to say she was a 5. I would have said a 6.
Right.
But we can beg to differ. We can beg to differ.
Let me cut you. Do you know what? Yeah, I was a little bit harsh, but still, she's not an ugly girl. Like if I had a daughter that looked like that, I would be happy.
Of course.
But still, she still was just some average thing that like she would dissipate. You would not even notice her in Shoreditch. That's local to you.
I feel you. Now I understand that, but the thing I got to add as well, bro. Obviously, when I was making the content last year, I had to just work with what I could work with. So what I mean by that is, obviously, man can go there and deal with even high quality girls, but not every girl is gonna be just happy to just be up on camera, like cheesing on camera. She was very laid back, she was kind of docile, very submissive. So she was cool. She was like, yeah, you can just do what you want to do. You know what I mean? But you've got to remember that as well. Like, it's not always what is shown, it's what's behind that. Because there's a bunch of chicks over there, 8s, 9s, maybe not 9s, let me not lie. I always want to be honest, but there's 7s and 8s that you can deal with. But they're not every 8 is gonna go on camera and just be like, yeah, just record me, just take videos of me. Like, it don't, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, she probably was a 5 or 6 is what it is. But yeah, in terms of like, let's put her aside. Let's just talk about maybe Passport Bros as a general, because I like what you was getting into. You was basically saying that Passport Bros, they ain't going to no rich countries. But like, why does, think about it, yeah? Let's be real. A man's ability to provide is how important is that in a percentage, like from 0 to 100? A man's ability to provide provision to a woman and protection, but let's focus on provision.
90%, like that's most important. Yeah.
There you go. Because I can see, you've got your property thing. You're doing your thing. So if you're from the UK, which is it's up there, I don't know, maybe top 20, top 30 in the world, probably top 20 in the world, even though it's declining, I think personally. What's wrong with them saying, hey, I've got my little money, I've got my little assets, let me do my little 2-3 holidays a year, enjoy myself, let my hair down, in a situation where I can definitely give a woman a good experience versus going to being in London, and then unless you're Hakkasaning, the chick's looking at you like you ain't even fit to be in my vicinity. What do you say to that?
Blood, you don't need to take these chicks to Hakkasan though. You don't. Like, don't think, like every chick requires you to go to Hakkasan. I've never been to those places. I'm not saying that every girl's fucking a 10 or a 9.
Okay. I feel you. Okay, let's be practical and specific here. So go to my YouTube. I'm not trying to plug. I'm not. It sounds like a plug. Go to my YouTube and then watch. I'm gonna give you the keyword because
I'll write it down.
So my YouTube is. Hold on.
Oh, it's not your name. Ah, okay.
No, it is my name.
So Lightbringer TV, yeah?
Yeah, so the title of the video is How the Dating Game Changed. and how passport bros are adapting. I don't know if I can send the link. Maybe it's better if I send the link in the group.
You can try, but I think it might get blocked. You know.
No,
Try, yeah,
it won't.
try, yeah.
It won't.
Put the link in the chat, yeah, because obviously I can see them and I can review it, so I can just.
Okay, so like I'm putting that link up there.
Pass it.
I'll put it as a private chat. Let me put it as a comment. Shit, I didn't even join the comment.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, damn. Connect your YouTube. All right, let me see if I can connect my YouTube. Let's see if this works. Because what I'm trying to say, why is it making me doing this? Where's your YouTube?
Right, just try and plug it in the chat right now. The chat that everyone can see. Put it in, and it might get reviewed, and then I can approve it. So just put it in the chat. Right?
I'm not even logged, bro. I don't know how that's even working. I'm like a guest, but I put it as a private chat. So the private chat is you.
Let me see.
I hit a private, and I put the link in there.
Yeah, because I will forward it, and I'll put it. I'm gonna put it in the live
Can you
chat.
see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see. I can see the private chat now. What I'm gonna do is
I'm a guest for some reason. I don't know why. I know how to do this. I've done it before, but it kind of caught me off guard today. But what I'm trying to say.
One sec. Right. You lot press 1 in the chat, yeah. If you lot can click the link, please, yeah. Yeah,
you definitely can click it. So now what I'm saying is, if you're in London, let's be fair and balanced, yeah. And the chat group can join in. Those type of chicks they're hackasaning.
You don't have to. Why don't you just find chicks that you don't? Fam, not every girl like that. Not every girl is that pretentious and that. You don't need to take them to Hakkasan on the first day. You don't, man.
Okay, let me move away Hakkasan then, because obviously I put that in there as a kind of like as a statement.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're not saying Hakkasan. You mean you're saying that quality and that type of restaurant, because Hakkasan is nowhere near the same as Nando's is nowhere near the same as Hakkasan. Hakkasan, Salt Bay. I know what you're saying. But
you know what I'm saying. So what it is, yeah, in my opinion, yeah, the way the market is now, the dating game, it ain't like 15 years ago. 15 years ago, the game was more balanced. Now the game is slightly tilted, where basically, unless you're that guy, because I'm open and balanced, and I don't have a big ego about it. Unless you're that guy, I personally think in London the women are kind of running over ninjas. Let me say that they're running over ninjas, where they're looking at it as disposable. So if you want like a for the most part, most guys want an 8 or 9 or a strong 7. Let me say that. It's kind of like it's tilted where it's like, what are you gonna do to impress me? Like how is the guy gonna benefit the woman? That's how the women are looking at it in my eyes. That they're looking at it like, you have to outdo these other guys to impress me. That's the way I see the market in London for the last 8 years, with the women that are 7 and above. It weren't like that 15 years ago, in my opinion. What do you say to that?
Yeah, but how old are you though?
I'm 38.
38, okay.
How old are you? Mid-30s?
32.
Okay.
But what about the guys, yeah, that meet girls and they smash them on the first night that they meet them, or they don't need to take them out on dates and they smash?
That's correct. And those guys do exist in London and around the world. But I'm gonna say this: I'm a mathematical type of person. Those type of guys are in the top 2%. They don't represent most black men's experience in London, not by far.
All right, then. Well, then become a top 2% man then.
Great question. Great statement. I love the way it's going, bro. Great statement. But the thing is, 1, it's easier said than done, and that's real. Number 2, when you get to a certain age, and let me say that respectfully, that doesn't sound right. I don't, no disrespect, but it's like, when you get to a certain age, time, why spend that time? Because you can be a top 2% man in certain things, but a woman can still overlook that. So why not cut to the chase? Like, look, it's efficiency. If you're focused on your grind, you're building a business up. A woman that's very attractive ain't really gonna recognize it. She's only gonna recognize that guy when that business is fully built out. So this could be a 10-year thing. It could be a 15-year thing for that guy to really build his shit out. Why? When you get to a certain age, you want efficiency. When you're hitting close to your 40s, you want to just be able to land in the country and boom. Because it's set up, the world now is set up, unfortunately, for brothers. The world is set up where these girls are trying to be sugar babies. That's the bottom line of it. Not all. I'm definitely not saying all, but a lot of these women want to be sugar babies, and a lot of these brothers in the UK, they're not fully open and transparent. And to be honest, there is like UK guys don't really make that much money in the black community compared to America. So they kind of like push against it because it's like they don't really have the means to necessarily do it. So they just have to kind of be like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go off the mouthpiece, but it has its limitations. That's all I'm saying. The mouthpiece. I was a mouthpiece guy back in the day.
You don't need money to get girls, though. You don't.
Read the comment.
These guys, yeah, that bang girls on the first date, or they bang girls that they meet on a night out. It had nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. Somewhat looks, but a lot of charisma and that. You see these 10 out of 10 girls that you see, or these 8s and 9s that you see on TikTok and that, and they're moaning about being a single mom, or they're a single mom. I guarantee the guy that breeding them up, he's a waste man. He don't have his life together. He's probably still living at his mom's house, or he's probably living under another woman's roof and that. You would not want to be this guy.
No, necessarily.
Do you know what I've worked out as well? It's almost like, and guys, don't, just because I'm saying this, yeah, I still want you lot to still make yourself a valuable man and that. But I feel like when you start to become more successful, I swear it's almost like it makes it worse for you. Because when I had no money, I swear I was getting more girls. But I was getting more girls.
I think, you know what it is? I think what you're saying is actually true, because a lot of people report that. A lot of men that come into the beginning of success, they report that happening. But I think it's also a sign of the times as well. Because I actually think when you was like, if you go back 15 years, I was 23, you was like 19. Yeah. And if you look at 17, sorry. Yeah. If you look at the culture back then, obviously I'm from Hackney, you're from North. Edmonton, the culture was different. It was, you could wheel up on road. These Gen Z guys, the ones that are like 23, 24, they're not wheeling women up on road. A regular dude or a slightly above regular dude, they're not really wheeling, because I'm in London as well half the time, and I don't see them wheeling. So their culture shifted. So what I'm saying is, back in the day, the women were actually more accessible because they weren't comparing you to an algorithm, meaning IG or TikTok, or like a woman. When I was 18, and let's say, because I'm from East, say I was in West London or South London or wherever, because obviously you had internet, you had basic internet and shit then, a girl couldn't judge your status. So I would play off, tall guy, pretty good looking, you know what I mean? Oh, you had the confidence to come talk to me, boom, 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 boom. They couldn't judge my status because they couldn't say, well, let me go and see his snap. Let me go and see his thing. Because these girls now, that's what they're doing. They're asking for your snap. They're asking for your IG because they want to see how important you are and how much you can add to that girl's life. If you can show that you've got lifestyle now, these girls are down. So yeah, there is a lot of guys now that can get in, but I do think it's a smaller percent than when I was 18 or 21. Because
they're down to use you, but yeah, carry on.
Well, how you mean? Like,
I think that some girls will just, be attracted to certain man because of their status, because they just want to use it as a come up. I don't think that actually gets them wet and makes them attracted to a guy because he's got a big status and that. No, because that means that every famous guy will be able to just bang every single girl on that, and it's just not the case, man. I don't think you need money like that to get girls.
But then also, I always stipulate, because when people say girls, because this conversation, as you know, black people always talk about relationships and dating, like, and it's going to be like that for the next 5-10 years, forever. But it's like when people say okay, girls, yeah, but it's about the quality, and that's something I've always had to stipulate because I admit it. Like the chick in the video, she was to me, she was a 6. If a man says she's a 5, that's cool. But it's about the quality because at the end of the day, that was just for sport. But like, really and truly, at a certain age, when man gets up into their 30s, obviously their money is more important. Like your money, your ability to make sure that you're good. You're not in a situation where you're financially going to be struggling. That's the most important, always. But at the same time, it's like efficiency because a lot of man like variety in it. Certain men are more like relationship guys. Certain men are just like they fast. It's fast and loose. And if they want efficiency and if they want to, back in the day, bro, I used to have rotations, bro, off mouthpiece, off game. Man, don't have rotations off mouthpiece now in 2024.
Yeah, well, how long ago are you talking?
What, when I had rotations off
Yeah,
mouthpiece, off
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So I had a crazy roster like when I was like 20, 25. Mouthpiece. I
Was
didn't
you
have no
broke back
money
then?
then.
Was you broke back then?
I didn't have no money.
Yeah.
Because I'm honest. Like I got money at 28.
No. Don't worry. I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm trying to prove a
Okay.
point. You don't need money. You don't need money.
No, but
I'm
that
telling
was
you.
I'm 38 now. That was 14 years ago, bro.
No,
13 years
I
ago.
don't think it's got anything to do with the age or the time. I don't think it's got anything to do with you being 38 now and the time that we're in 2024.
I reckon, bro. If I was 24. I remember the girls. I remember what they looked like. I remember their names, all of that. I'm 38 now. If I was 24 now, the same guy, the same light bringer, yeah, I don't think the rotation will be as strong as what I had 14 years ago. And that was all mouthpiece. I didn't have no paper. I never traveled, nothing. I don't believe I would have, because the culture is different. Back then, you could wheel up girls on site. Now, if you wheel up the wrong chick, she is recording you. And
Yeah, but I mean, you're only getting recorded. I moved to girls on the road. Now I've never had no girl pull out.
I know, like, like to be fair, if you do it respectfully, they're not really going to record you. But
yeah, they're not going to do that.
Do you concede though that the culture has shifted? I know you're in a relationship, but like that hasn't.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nah.
Hasn't the culture shifted?
Do I think? No, I think women are still women.
Nah.
I think maybe little things can be like inflated and that. But my question to you is: so you said you was broke when you was 25 or 28? No, you said you started getting money when you was 28.
So let me say, I was in the portion of building, like from like 24 to 28. So I had a business that was growing, legitimate business, clean business. So to a girl at that age, I was looking like a guy that had a bit of potential. Like, what car was I driving at the time? Like, I don't remember. I think I just had because I got a Mercedes in 2014 and I was 28. So no, this is before I had the Mercedes. So I was looking like a guy, had a little potential, but I think I was trading off just being like tall and decent looking. So that's my game, really. Obviously, back then as well, would go out to like EC. I don't know if you know about EC. You know EC? Like,
it's in the postcode, like EC1.
Yeah, like Bang Allgate. Do you remember them raids back in the day?
Yeah.
Like, when you wear hard shoe and trousers and them things there.
You have to wear what? Trousers?
Hard shoe. Like, you'd wear hard shoe. Like, no Pradas and have all that shit. So yeah, that was part of the culture. But now I think it's slightly shifted. So we was getting a lot of practice, you know what I mean? And then what else? Trying to put myself back in that time. Yeah, man, it's just, so I'm not saying a guy can't get chicks. Like, I'm sure if I was 24 now, I would get, and I didn't have paper, I would be okay. But I do think the brothers now that are 24 are not getting the same joy that I was getting at 24. And that's not an ego thing. It's just, to me, it's a reflection of the market. I think what's happening now is, this is what I think is happening now, guys, yeah? And I want to see if people are actually commenting, because I can see them, but I'm not really keeping track. What I think is happening now in the market, because of social media, and there's more like status guys now, I think, even though there's always been status guys, but now I think there's more online stats, and people are actually getting money from the online thing as well now. What I think is 3% of the guys, so maybe like the top 3% of guys in terms of looks, the gallises, as we used to say back in the day, and then the top 3% of guys with paper, like whether it be F or whether it be their business hustle road, those guys I think are just dominating the game in a stronger way than they were 15 years ago because of social medias. Nah?
No. The guys who are dominating the game are the broke waste men. Mad, crazy statement I'm making.
Yeah.
But blood, the chicks, yeah, that you see, like let's say you see like that nice light-skinned mixed race things from the ends and that, yeah. I guarantee you their baby daddy is some waste man called Jamal.
But then I would say that there's almost like there's two types of chicks that I'm recognizing in the culture. There's like, I feel like the true baddies kind of like push Jamal away.
Yeah, the top of the top 1%. Yeah.
They're like, they look at Jamal and think, mate, you cannot take me to Dubai next month. But then there's a tier below that, like a hood princess that will fuck with Jamal, and that's it. Jamal's got her on lock. But I think the true, because if I look at the girls that are like your age, because I obviously, man, remember I'm a bit older, I would date down a bit. And that might be another conversation as well that we can do another day. But like I would date, I'm 38, but I don't date women my age. Most of the women that like I've enjoyed have been more like 31, 32, 30. Even when I was in my late 20s, I was dealing with girls in their early 20s. And them girls, they're not really with like, they'll do their thing. Girls definitely do their thing, but they're not like, a lot of them baddies, remember, because I got paper as well. Like I had paper as well for quite a while. So I watched these baddies, and like someone made a post on, I think Shaber or one of them things today. When man like girl, man will scope them for months. And that's a very good point that they made on the Shaber. When man like a girl, he will watch that girl for months because people have the means to now because of online. Man will scope them for a good month. And these girls, these hotties, they're not really like, they're not coming out with Jamal and the roadman. Like maybe 20%, 10%, but nah. What are the comments saying, man? Let's get some.
You're saying they're not coming out with them. Yo, they might just be going out on dates and using them, man. But who they sleeping with?
So are these roadmen that you're like you're talking about? Are they money man or are they just roadman?
I think they're just idiots.
Because roadman, I don't associate roadman with money anymore.
I think they're just idiots. So it doesn't matter whether they've got money or not.
Okay, I think personally the you know, it's not all about badders because like, you know, it's a nuanced thing. Like you've got different levels of women, and you know, all women are the same at the end of the day, but you got different levels to it, yeah. But I think some of the baddies, it's lifestyle now. It's whereas 15 years ago, it wasn't so much lifestyle, but the Instagram showed women how the rich live, and it fucked everything up for most of the man them. It showed how the rich live, and then not only that, women now they have a lot of choice. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like complaining, like complaints. I know how to play the game because I have my strategies. Hence why I'm a part of it.
Strategies, you know.
I have my strategies, but I have a domestic strategy and I have an international strategy. So my international strategy, passport bros. That's why I come on. But domestically, I have my strategies too. But like, what are the comments saying, bro? Are they all pro JYs, or does anybody here understand where the light bringer's coming from?
I mean, I don't really know because I'm listening to you. Yeah, I am reading that, but I'm listening.
I'm not even watching the comments.
For me, yeah, I feel like you're too like, this is a math problem and I need to solve it. Like, obviously,
I'm analytical. I
know. I'm like that as well. Yeah, but you know what? That might be a hindrance sometimes. Trying to see a woman as a mathematical equation, yeah, because women are not straightforward. So if you're trying to bring logic into this, forget that. The only sort of strategy you may want to like have for anyone watching this is like, what type of girls do you like? And that's where you need to go to meet them. Because I would not wifey up the sort of girl that goes to the club every week. So why would I go there to look for a girl? You know what I mean? I don't drink alcohol. So I'm not going to be want to deal with a girl that drinks alcohol every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's sort of strategy someone might implement in that. You need to know where your target market is going to be. Like, you know, if you're an Indian man and you know women don't like Indian men because, you know, all the women are black girls or mixed race girls and that, well, then coming to London might not be a good idea for you. You need to go where, you know, like you have to have a target market. But you're using too many numbers and it's too.
It's a market. So I look at things like, because I'm a businessman at heart.
Yeah,
I look at
I
things
know,
like a market. So for example, someone made a point, some guy in your comments called Lano J. There's way more options now. Tinder, Insta, etc. Times have definitely changed and plays a big factor. So like, I'm gonna just piggyback on what you said. You can say, okay, men have more options. You can say women have more options. But let's be real. I think it's hard to deny that women have more options than the average man. The average woman has more options than the average man. And they can leverage. Come on, bro. You're gonna deny that? The average woman.
No, I'm saying of course. No, I'm saying of course. Listen, I was talking about this to Nadia, yeah? I was saying that, you could have 10 out of 10 guys, yeah? 5 guys. And there could be a race between those 10 out of 10 guys and 1, 6 or 7 out of 10 girl. And literally, they could have a race. We start from the first of the month to the end of the month and see who can get laid the most. 5 guys versus this one girl, and that one girl would lap them. So 10 out of 10 guys can't even compete with 1, 6.
So that's how it is, and that's how it's been.
It's always going to be like that.
From even back in the day, and that's how it always be. But what it is, when you add the technology, so all these man, Zuckerberg, Elon, whatever these man did, the last 15 years, they did the social media thing. Now everybody's connected. So when you add the layer of connection on that raw dynamic between men and women, it means that women exploit it in a way where that's why in America, obviously American women are different. Like they're onto the OnlyFans and that. In the UK, I don't want to say that. Let me say OF. In the UK, I don't really see that. Not in our community. Like I don't really know any girls that have gone that way. Really, in our community. But like in America, they exploit it. So they exploit technology. Whereas back in the day, in the 90s, which is like my favorite era, is even before my time. I wasn't an adult then, but when I look at the situation back then, if a woman was attractive, that was it. She was just attractive around her way. Like you could holler at her, you know what I mean? That was it. She wasn't like getting approached from DMs and then she weren't getting flown out to here by coastal. She wasn't getting flown out from London to. This is what's happening in now. The 8s and the 9s, they're getting flown out to America.
That is a good argument, yeah. That obviously back in the day, girls weren't getting flown out and that, yeah. So if you holler at a girl will appreciate it more. But what do you think about like girls getting approached and that by guys? And so a man approaches a guy, gets a number and that. But what about the conversion rate though? Do you still think that led to something? Because I still think, you could get the number a bit more easily because girls are getting approached by less men, so they're going to appreciate it a little bit more. But what's the conversion rate? Were they still opening up their legs at the end of it? Because you could listen, man still got bare numbers in my phone. Never went nowhere. Who cares about having bare numbers in that? It's all about the conversion.
Well, I mean,
come on, you're a numbers man. You're a numbers man.
Oh, I hear what you're saying, but what it is, to me, the way I would see the game back 15 years ago, or even 20, because I was still
an adult. 18 at 20,
yeah. Like a woman, when you approach a woman on the street, she was comparing you to maybe the 10 guys. Because remember, if 20 guys approached her that month, like Croydon, wherever, Hackney, wherever she lived, 10 of them man were probably ugly. Like she wouldn't even entertain it. And then maybe 10 were like, okay. But the thing about women, and that's different to men, is women will see 20 men and consider 15 of them ugly. And 3 of them decent and 2 of them are maybe 1 attractive. whereas men are a bit more fair. So she was basically compared. So 20 mans drew her that month, 10 were no chance, well, 15 were no chance. So you was really competing with 5 guys. Whereas now, when someone sees a girl, she's 100%. Every girl's got IG, maybe 97% of them, especially girls in their 20s, yeah, and they got a TikTok, yeah. So now that guy that's looking at this girl's profile, thinking, "Whoa, who's this chick? Okay." He's having to, whether he knows it or not, he's competing, sorry, with potentially 300 guys, and maybe 100 a day, and maybe 150 of them, or maybe say 60 of them are like, she'll actually entertain those guys. Like, he's worthy enough of a date. These women are looking at dating now like shopping. For men, it's like an interview. I kind of stole this from somewhere online, so I'm not going to take credit. But for men dating these young, and not these 22 and 23-year-olds, I personally think, yeah, I don't want to go hard on them, but like I kind of feel like they're fronting. Like, I kind of feel like there's a lot of incels out there, bro, in their early 20s, bro, in the black community.
Oh, of course.
I think there's a lot. It's just, I have certain times I just have, because I read the market, and the thing is, bro, and this might sound mad here, but like, bro, I'm still linking these 24, 25-year-olds, and I'm an established man. And I'm still linking these 24, 5-year-olds from London, bro. So I'm not saying that I'm like affecting the market, because that would be too egotistical to say. But like 23-year-old man, which probably are some of your listeners, I'm pretty certain you've got followers that are that age. They're competing with me. And not just me, there's other men that are in their 30s, even because black people don't crack, black men don't really age. Black men that are even 42, that have a bit more paper, they're still trying to dig at the 25-year-olds.
Yeah, but are the 25-year-olds interested in a 42-year-old man, though?
But the
Because
thing
man could be 60 trying it.
It's a bit much. It's a bit.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, man could be, if a 60-year-old man could, he would sleep with a 25-year-old. That doesn't mean that she's gonna let him in.
No, but like,
so what I'm saying is, are these 25-year-old chicks letting these 42-year-old guys in?
Well, maybe not necessarily always at 42.
Yeah, so they can try it all they want.
It's a you know, remember, there's like, so okay, let me break it down like this, bro. There's men that are your age that are coming into paper now that are peppering up the 24-year-olds too. And to me, even though you're a mature head, we're not like, I'm 38, so I'm at the other end of 30. You're at the other end of 30. You're the younger end of 30.
Yeah,
so there's men that are 32 that are your generation, in fact, is more closer to the buff things. Like I can kind of be like the old man in the club. Like, I can kind of be, not that I go clubbing, you know what I mean, but I'm saying that I can be seen as like, yeah, I'm bordering on uncle, innit? I probably am an uncle.
They're calling me uncle. They're calling me uncle.
Yeah, maybe that means you're too mature. You're too wise. You're too wise.
Yeah. These
like,
not in my chat, fam. They all they call me is uncle. I'm like, yo.
So like, there's man that are 32, 31. They got the Mercedes. They've got like the yard. They've coming into their money. Their business is starting to grow, and they're finally made it as men. And what are they doing? They're not, some certain man that know the game. They're gonna go and reach back into the pocket and get the 25-year-old chick, the 24-year-old chick. Yeah. And then there's me. I'm older and I'll do the same thing. No business. Because I don't look my age, and I ain't dating no one in the group chat tell me that I need to date 37-year-olds, because it ain't happening.
You won't date a 37-year-old that's nice. It's about your age, that's nice, no?
Nah, like, there is exceptions, because I never want to speak in totalities, but I would say that, for example, you know, like, you get them like older, like a black woman that looks after herself, that kind of like ages well, that does like Pilates. I get that, because you've retained yourself, because you know they say a woman's beauty is about how you retain your beauty, whereas a man, you have to build yourself up. So if a woman is still looking good at 30, like your age, at 31, 32, 33, I could still give it a last minute buzzer beater. You know what I mean? A buzzer beater at the last minute. 35, I don't need to. That's the thing, bro. I don't need to, because there is still some good-looking 35-year-old women out there that are still, because at 23, a girl don't really need to be in the gym. But at 33, if she don't go gym, it's pretty much impossible in the UK for a woman to have a body. Is that a fair statement? At 33, can a woman have a killer body if she doesn't go gym? I don't think a woman can sustain it at 33 because life happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm not too
I ain't
sure.
seen it. Like there is a few exceptions.
You don't have any kids, do you?
No kids. I'm having my kids in Dominican, bro, with the 5 out of 10. That's the baby mama.
You joker. No, but I could just tell. I could tell. No disrespect. You don't have no kids, because you're still like.
Yes, you're correct.
I don't. No disrespect. I don't want to. No
correct.
Disrespect. I don't want to say man for grow up. Yeah, don't get it twisted. But
yeah.
I don't want to still be on the dating scene. You understand what I'm trying to say? At 38 years
what you're saying is fair, bro, because I don't take any disrespect from it, because at heart, like I am, like I look at, for example, certain white people that I see and chat to that are my age, they look like Rolf Harris, bro. Like certain times they just look old. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They do, bro. Like some of them, bro, because like. But to be honest, I've always said that in the black community we are more immature. Is that a fair statement? Taking it away from me for a second, is that a fair statement? Because
probably.
Compared to like when I speak to Asian people, because I speak with a lot of people, Asian people will be 26 talking about remortgaging. There'll be a couple talking about remortgaging property and this and that. And it's not really a discussion I see in the black community. One, because I don't see enough like black people kind of like just getting serious. Maybe in the Nigerian
they have more structure in their other cultures, man.
They have more structure. Where we're like 5-10. We're not even 5. We're like 10 years behind if we even get on page.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think we started the race.
Yeah. So I just see I just say what I see, and it is what it is. But I don't even know how I got into that one. But yeah, I know how you basically said that. Yeah, like, but I should start like growing up. I should start pushing that way. And I hear that. When it comes to starting a family, I'm definitely more pushing towards passport, bro. The other thing that I want to mention as well, just in general, is the cost of living is very expensive in the UK, in London. How are like black people as a whole going to raise families? How are black men going to lead and raise families in this cost of living?
Fam, we don't have to live in London, you know.
Well, that's passport, bro.
Fam, it isn't just London and the rest of the world. There's other parts of the UK you can live, you know. You're like me, you know, like, because like Nadia, she will make jokes, say, Jay, there's other places on planet Earth other than London. Like, London is not in the center of the universe, or Edmonton isn't in the center of the universe at that. But you're moving like me, yo. What's wrong with living in Reading and that? I think that's our problem, as man from London. We just think all girls are located in London and there's no girls outside of London. And there's still be some nice chicks outside of London.
It does.
I was thinking, when you first jumped on, I was thinking, my man just needs to go outside of London. Why don't you go Surrey or somewhere to look for girl? You don't have to stay. It's not just London or the rest of the world.
But you know what it is? I hear that, but like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I mainly date black girl, and I don't even really date mixed girls too much, to be honest with you. I mainly date black girls. So there is certain black girls sprinkled around, but it's not really like London. Obviously, you can go like Birmingham and that. I remember back in the day when I was a youngster, Northampton, Birmingham was fun times, where
is it?
Manchester too, yeah. But like London, I know about Reading. Like I'm familiar with the Reading area as well. I'm familiar with Surrey, Berkshire. I would probably say Kent is probably quite a fair amount of black people too. Essex as well. But to me, I believe men, now hear me out, I want to say something I think that's a little profound. I think men it's in their interest to operate from a angle of abundance.
Yeah, of
So
course.
if you don't have the abundance and you're operating with one chick and you're in some off ends and you're a single man and you start dating and that chick cuts you off, you might not get another lead for another 9 months. Whereas in London, you have more opportunity. Even though it's more competitive, there's ways to you know what I mean, to kind of like re-up. And that's the
Fam,
way
I've locked gal off before and I ain't got no leads. I don't care. I'll be in abundance with no options. Yeah, I'm not taking no nonsense from nobody. So whether I have another job to go to or not, my manager can't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Whether I have a next thing to chat to or not, I will still break up with a gal. No problem. No problem. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether there's. I don't need to have options to have abundance. I have abundance because I say so. It's got nothing to do with having other options or anything like that.
But I hear that, bro. And let's just say that, for argument's sake, you are a very mentally strong and focused individual with purpose. Yeah, all admirable. But let's be real. A lot of these black men out here are losing their minds because they ain't getting no poops. Let's be real, bro. Sword fighting, bro. Because when I see these men sword fighting in London, like when I mean sword fighting, I mean, you know, with the weapons and that. I think personally, it's like a form of incel, bro. Not all of them.
They're not crashing out just because.
I think that they're angry, bro. I think it's outward projection, bro. I think it's anger. You know, like how you get in America, you get certain white man that will get angry because they get no pumps. Then they'll go to the mall and they'll do they'll commit some violence in the mall. We all know. I'm trying to abbreviate.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
You know, in England, no one's going to the mall to
light up
the place in the mall. What they're doing is they're hitting road, and there might be a thing where you pass by a door and then he barges the next man because he's angry. So it's it's the outward projection. Like black men are more on that outward.
Like, nah, man. That's just an excuse, man. Because guys,
if they had a beanie, they're calm.
No, they wouldn't. Man, these men have got gal and they're still crashing out. Fam, listen. Since I've been up here in Northampton, yeah, I've mashed up about 8 people. The whole time I had a gal. So what's the excuse then? It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that.
Say that again? I didn't hear that. Say that a bit again.
Since I've been up in Northampton, I've had to mash up about 8 people, and I had a girl the whole time. So it's got nothing to do with that.
That might be. That's kind of high numbers, bro. 8, like you had to mash up 8 man them for like. That's a lot, bro. That kind of shows your character, bro.
Like I told you already, yeah. Like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, yeah. I'm a cool guy, but I got one mad temper. Like,
but then I kind of
wouldn't even believe, blood.
I kind of feel like the anger in black men. I'll take it away from you, just speaking generally. I feel like the anger in black men stems from, like, obviously there's the chicks element, which I mentioned, but there's the financial element. But then also, I personally think, bro, and hear me out, I'm gonna go left field, yeah. I think, because I'm from East, yeah, bro, I had to leave that place. I personally think Edmonton, Hackney, Tottenham, those areas are too concrete jungle and they're too angry and they're too tense. So you going to Northampton, I would have thought that you would have calmed your manner, like your demeanor, like would have calmed and chilled. But maybe Northampton, I don't know what Northampton's like in it. I don't know what it's like. I've never really been there. But like, if you go to like Surrey, you'll calm because Surrey's calm. If you go like Berkshire, it's calm generally.
Yeah.
But like, to me, environment plays a big factor in a lot of things. But in the hood, Tottenham, because it's so busy, you got one thing about North London, it's very multicultural. And because it's like, if you got an area and one race dominates it, things fall in line. But certain areas here, when they like it creates sometimes social tension. Like you got these man here, they don't talk to these man here, this race of people, this. Plus it's busy, it's expensive, it's mad, bro. So I think that a lot of black men coming from an older guy should definitely get I like South, bro. I'm not even from South London, bro, but I like South, bro.
Right. You're the sort of black person, yeah? Just be honest, yeah? I know you're gonna be honest anyway, but you feel like black people, we have it harder, it's different for us because of the color of our skin, innit?
No, I just think I wouldn't, what you said, I wouldn't say that kind of.
No, I'm not talking about women. No, forget about women. I'm talking about just in life.
No, I would say there's realities of life, and the reality of life is black people are not we're not in our actual natural elements. So hear me out. So now, first is first. Afro-Caribbeans, black people from Caribbean or Africa, you're not in where you're really meant to be, yeah, in terms of population, you're outnumbered, yeah. Secondly,
that's a victim mentality right there, talking about outnumbered and that, but yeah, go on.
No, but we're not. Like, have you lived in a black country?
No.
Have you what's the longest you've spent in a black country? These are great questions, actually.
Just 10 days in Jamaica twice.
10 days. So fair enough, that's cool. But like,
and the Jamaicans don't see me as a Jamaican, they see me as an English Jamaican. So
yeah, English boy, yeah. But for me, like, when you're in a black country, it's an amazing feeling. Like, the lawyer looks like you, the policeman looks like you, the fireman looks like you, the camera, like the camaraderie, like there's none of that weirdness, there's none of that. But anyway, I'm not saying that it's not a victim thing, bro, but I'm just saying the other thing,
you're looking for familiarity. But
what's wrong with that?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These people are not your family members, they're not your friends, they're just people you pass on the street. I don't walk around Northampton thinking I'm a black man in a white area. I don't care. I don't care. I never turn up into an environment and think, let me fit in and that. That's why there's so many men that go jail. I was talking to a tenant about this. A certain man go jail, they're a believer of some religion and they come out Muslim. Do you know why? Because when they land on the wing, they look around and they feel the energy and they feel like, get down or lay down. Blood, when I was in prison, the imam come to my cell. I said, I'm good, thank you. And that was it. I did not go in there and come out a Muslim or anything like that.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying, but I don't know how that applies. Because if someone was trying to do that to me, I'd probably be the same. Because I'm not, like, I don't feel like, okay, I need to go into Islam because I'm in prison. Like, so I would
that's just an example. But like, people try to fit in and that. I'm not worried about. I don't go into my office at my workplace and think I'm the only black man here. No, obviously I've had one or two tenants. Sometimes I've had once or twice, yeah, where I was like, look, if you think this is dodgy, when I've gone to people's front door, I was like, phone my office, just describe my physical appearance because I'm the only black person. Yeah. So that's the only time I'll speak like that. But other than that, I don't feel, oh, I'm a black. I don't care about the color of my skin. Yeah, I'm a proud black man. You know, I love being Jamaican and that, but I don't feel like it makes any difference, like the color of my skin. No, I don't feel like. I feel like you're the sort of person, whether you admit it or not, and I don't want to try and say things and you're going to say something else, but it really means that. But I truly believe you're the sort of person, no disrespect, if you was white, I think you feel like your life will be easier or better. Me personally,
no.
My life would be exactly the same.
I think you're reading me wrong. I think you're reading it wrong. Like, so I think maybe that assumption came about when I said about, like, I don't know, the ends, because I'm talking about like Tottenham and the ends. But what I'm saying,
about Tottenham and the ends.
It more leads to the way I analyze the density. Like, if you look at the density in Tottenham, look at them, like all those apartments that they built around Tottenham Hill, like just how it used to be busy already. I don't really know Edmonton too well, but I know it vaguely. It's so dense that
Edmonton's the ends, but it's not as aggressive as Hackney. So Hackney is level 10. Us, man, we would never go Hackney.
But then that's
we would have been shocked to go Hackney back in the day.
But like the density So I'm from Hackney, but like the density and the way, bro, certain black people can buy a yard in Tottenham, Everton, and you can't even park. Maybe Everton might be alright actually, but Tottenham or Hackney, you can't even park your car outside of your yard without like permit. If you invite people
Yeah, I
up to
know.
10 p.m., like
Yeah,
what I'm saying is,
yeah, I've got a person that lives near Wall Street. Yeah.
what I'm saying is like all these things, like I name 100, these things contribute to like a black man's psyche as well, bro, on a level. Like it like I don't really feel I don't really feel like black men are really truly at peace in London. If I really am honest, bro, like they're not at true peace. And I think that comes through in the fact that obviously I don't know you really, so I don't know your issues, but like so a lot of men in London, they will have that edge to them where they're angry, bro. They're angry because really and truly, if you're getting £15 Sadiq Khan congestion charge and this and that and this and the pockets getting tighter, it's like it causes tension. But for me, when you're in Jamaica, you didn't feel free, bro.
Fam, black men were always killing each other before Sadiq Khan or
I know, but
what are you talking
when you was in
about?
Jamaica, like I don't know where you was. Maybe was you in a city or country?
I was in Ochi. I was in the country. Ochi.
You didn't feel like relaxation. You didn't feel like raw, like it was.
Fam, you would feel relaxation. You're on holiday, blood.
Okay.
You're on holiday.
Okay.
And allegedly, you have no problems when you're on holiday and that, innit? Like you go to forget about your problems. And I make videos about that, saying that, yo, you're trying to escape your problems. Yeah?
Okay, what about like on a genetic level? Yeah, the weather. I'm gonna go there. The weather, yeah. I think that has a part to play with black people. Black women will go to the office. They'll go like Hammersmith, 8:30 p.m. Wherever they go, they look miserable because they got to go work and they're in the cold. What do you say to that?
You mean 8:30 a.m., yeah?
Yeah, it's just the rat race. You're in the cold. Like 6 months of cold weather. Like that adds another layer to me towards like black people kind of like you're not really where you're not even shining. Your skin ain't even shining because you're in the cold weather.
You know, it's a good discussion, isn't it? But fam, nah, it's what I'm saying, man. I truly believe, yeah, you do have that victim mentality. You're talking about how the weather affects us as black people. People who have the victim mentality, all they talk about is how external things affect them. It could be weather, it could be diets. There was one fat black woman in America. I saw a YouTube video, yeah? She was complaining that the diets don't work the same for black women. That's why they're overweight. No, you're eating too much damn food.
I mean, I agree. I agree with that, bro. Like I agree with you. The weight, the diet. It's true. But I'm not coming from a victim angle. I'm coming from an angle of like, what's the reason why black people are angry then?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we're just more
studying.
Sorry.
We're studying, like we're trying to study, like why? What's the anger? Like where's it coming from?
I mean, it's not all black people in that. Is it black people in London you're saying, or?
I think you can also argue that it's a scramble for resources because if you look at white people in Surrey, they're very calm because Surrey is affluent. It's fairly affluent. They got no like.
Oh well, there's a broke people problem then. I'll say.
Yeah, like it's kind of like class. Because if you go to Edinburgh, maybe not now, but back in the day, Glasgow, I heard their mans were about it. Liverpool as well. So it's a class thing. So it's like if you really scope out and you look at it, if men had more money, and it ain't necessarily just more money, it's because you can have 20k a year and live in the UK and be broke, or you can have 20k a year and live in Dominican Republic and be decent. Yeah, be okay-ish. Yeah. So sometimes it's about location as well. Yeah. Just kind of like with Northampton and London. But if men in general had access to better women and access to more money or more buying power, let me say that, I think they'd be less angry. Plus, obviously, the sunshine helps as well.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know what to say, man.
Oh, like, what are these comments saying? Like, I want to see what. So someone said
They
just because-
think you're a victim. They think you're a victim.
nah, they're just because they know you, bro. That's why. Like just because of
Oh, they have their own mind. To be fair, I'm surprised that because obviously these are my followers, my viewers, and I respect them in it. Yeah, but like a lot of the time, they no, I don't believe that, Jay. But a lot of people are flipping disagreeing with you and agree with me. I'm surprised, boy. I might have
some of them were agreeing with me as
people.
well. I saw a couple, one or two, but yeah, majority of them were agreeing with you. Black people, we screwed each other. Yeah, black people be screwing each other in the street. Like that used to be a thing. It's only when I started driving.
Still a thing. It's still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing. But when I started driving, you get out of it, innit? Because you're not on the back of the bus anymore, like when you were like 19 and all that shit.
What about when you're on foot though? But
Bro,
I have black man up here screwing me.
I think it's your area, bro. I think Northampton might not be a great choice.
Yeah, to be fair though, where I am in Northampton, it is
road.
by Northampton standard, it's the ghetto. By Northampton standard, by my standard, it's not. But by Northampton standard, it's the ghetto.
Because for me, I mean, obviously, I'm not out there anymore, and I think that's also part of the culture as well. Like, for example, parties and raves. I heard that it's just a gang of chicks now. Like when you go to parties now in London, I don't go parties. I heard that the man, they ain't really going like that. It's all girls. So what I'm saying is like, I think a lot of men have reclined away from like being in the limelight, or like I don't really do much like that in London. Like I'm not really, compared to what I like 10 years ago. Parties, barbecues.
Oh, forget barbecues, man.
Yeah, I don't really do much. So it's I say all that to say I'm not really walking past man and having the you know, the eyeballs like that. It's not really happening.
Yeah, I still stand on what I say. I still think you got a bit of a victim mindset because you're talking about how the weather affects us and all of this woe is we and all of this.
No, but you're trying to push a narrative. You're trying to push a narrative that like I'm a victim, but it can't, like you're not. The meat and potatoes of
No, you're not. You're not a victim. No one's a victim. I say you got a victim mindset.
Okay,
yeah.
you're pushing a narrative that I have a victim mentality, but the meat and potatoes of it is like I feel like I have some very valid points. They might not all hit, you know, because it's just off the hip. Like I'm just speaking, but I think that because I observe society like you, I see similarities. Like you look, you make your perceptions, and now you're the same. And I look at young black men, and I think to myself, there's a failure to launch, bro. Let's be real. A lot of black men, 26, 27, 28, 29, up until even in their 30s, because you're in the top 10 most expensive cities in the world and the salaries aren't great. But if I say the salaries aren't great, you're going to say that, oh, that's a victim mentality. But the fact of the matter, the salaries in London are not that good. If you compare it to like America, Texas, Atlanta, they're earning more bread.
But you see, like in New York, yeah, the reason why the salaries are so high is because everything's expensive.
New York is very expensive. So
yeah, but and the salaries are high, but you're still not banking that much money though.
No, like in America, if you're a black man in America, because I've got people in America as well.
You're mentioned in color. Why?
Texas, and like Atlanta. Texas is a low cost of living, isn't it? So good salaries, low cost of living. So quality of life. Point I'm getting at is quality of life. That's what it all leads to. And I think that it's not a victim mentality, but I think that black people, okay, people in general in London don't realize how their quality of life is actually declining. And then if you look at it, black people, I will say it, are at the bottom of that decline even more so. So they're actually feeling even harder. So which contributes to like the anger, failure to launch. They're not able to maybe lead a family, all kinds of other issues. It ain't a victim mentality. It's just like I'm analyzing the market and I'm saying what I'm seeing. Don't mean a man can't achieve. A man can't go and find himself a lovely, attractive woman and get married and have a family and the kids. It's all possible. But I'm seeing patterns in it. I'm spotting patterns and I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there, like what I'm seeing, bro.
Fam, the reason why they're at the bottom is because they're not putting in the work, my friend.
That's true. Like there's a
There's
correlation.
my friend, let me tell you something. Yeah, if people think that there's this thing called white privilege, they need to come up to Northampton. I've never seen white people living in so much poverty in my life.
Yeah.
Broke people don't just exist in Hackney or some part of London and that, bro. They're all over the place and they're all different colors as well. The white people them up here is broke
It's class.
badly.
It's
a class thing. There's poor people everywhere, all over the planet. It doesn't matter. And there's rich people. Like I say, it's always the people at the bottom are the ones that are going to be affected by what's going on with governments and policies and that. Yo, you could be in Somalia. There's people driving around in Lamborghinis in Somalia right now. It doesn't matter where you're from. Yeah? There's going to be poor people and rich people.
Let me say this though. Let me say this, yeah, because I want to touch into the passport thing slightly, yeah.
Shit.
If black men, yeah, is your audience multicultural, bro? Because if I'm saying black too much, let me know.
So say again.
If I'm saying black too much, let me know. Because I don't know if you've got a multicultural audience.
Nah, that's cool. You say what you need to say. No, it's mostly black people, 90%.
But like, I'm gonna say this as a London, that's almost 40, yeah. Black people, yeah, should travel more, open up their horizons, open up their lenses, and experience living in, let's say, like a South America, a Africa, a Caribbean. They should experience that, bro.
Why?
I'm putting it out there, and so it ties in with the passport bro talk, and I'm putting it out there because quality of life, seeing like there's so much more than the block. All these men are living in the ends.
My friend, if you want a good quality of life, you just put the work in.
But like, why not multiply that work? Because I do believe, yeah, you got to work hard and grind.
Because they're trying to live life on easy mode. You're not gonna get anywhere living life on easy mode.
That's true, but like, yeah, you're right. I'm not trying to go against what you're saying, because if I go against what you're saying, automatically that's a victim mindset.
No. Don't just agree just to...
What I'm saying is black men or men in general should look at just travel, bro. Like, open their eyes to it, because first of all, because we started talking about initially, it was about dating, really. It was about dating and passport rowing. Like, it's a global market, bro. It's not 2005 anymore. It's not the block. It's not like, we're not segmenting into areas, bro. It's a global thing now. You've got the technology that's amazing right now. You've got just like, it's open season, bro. We speak the English. We speak the main language of the world. Travel is the best thing. Guys will be living life. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Why not? Why do these guys always travel to poor countries? Why don't they travel to rich countries?
Great question. Because why would you want to go out of a chick, yeah, and the chick has experience? You want to show a chick new experiences. You don't want it to be like, yeah, I've been to Alaska, I've been to fucking Monaco, oh, I've been to Dubai, I went there last year. I don't want that. I like women, to me, I told you earlier, I don't like women that have loads of experience in life. I like a simple woman. What I mean by that is a woman that doesn't have those finer things in life taste. I don't want a woman that has those finer things in life taste. If she knows about Monaco and Dubai, it's an automatic red flag. It's pretty much done. So anyway, let me get to the meat of what you're saying, yeah? I like leverage, bro. What's wrong with having leverage?
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
What's wrong with having leverage?
So the problem is, yeah, that I don't want to call you average, like, as a disrespect. What I'm saying is, or let's say other people, they want to take their average self,
yeah, and
go to a country that is below
the
standard of their country that they're averaging, and use that to be super above average in a less developed country and that. Why not just be where you're from and be a super above average man?
Okay, so
go on.
No, go ahead. Okay.
No. That's
average. So are we talking about above average, like we're mainly talking about financial, because I feel like that's okay.
It's solely financial.
Okay, so the average, I want to say in London for men in their like 20s and maybe let's say 30s is probably 30k. Is that fair? Yeah.
Yeah.
30k, yeah, average, yeah. Now, for 30k, these girls don't care about no 30k. So it don't mean shit. It's like zero. It's zero, yeah. If you've got
basically, yeah.
you don't mean shit. I just keep it real. If you're making 100k,
30k is no okay, yeah.
yeah, like you're basically at level 1. You're like default, yeah. You're neutral, yeah. But obviously, if you're making 80 to 90, you've got a bit of leverage, you've got a bit of lifestyle, etc. That's not great, but it's definitely a better now. So really and truly, to get some real, as you said, to get like above, like to get the leverage in a tier 1 place like Miami or London, you need to be making really and truly it's 150k. Is that fair? Is that fair?
Yeah. The thing is, you don't need money to get these chicks, though. That's the thing. I just don't believe you do. I don't think you need money like that in the UK to get gal, because a lot of these nice chicks, their baby dads are waste men.
But no,
they didn't take them to Hakkasan on the first day.
Hear me out though. Like, okay, we all know women sometimes have funny options and tastes. They have some funny tastes. Let me say that. But behind that one waste man that got her pregnant, there was 400 guys lining up. If she's a baddie, she's an 8 out of 10. There was 400 guys lining up to get her. So it was effectively a lottery pick, like a draft pick. Yeah. So there's a lot of one guy won the race, the other 300 guys, they ain't getting shit. And they're left with their dick in their hand. They ain't getting jack shit. A lot of men ain't getting nothing out here. So now, why now? You got to remember as well, majority of these girls, when they hit 28, they fall off. They ain't the same, like, they're not the same type of chick. They're not the same quality for the most part, yeah? Why now? So a man that only has a certain amount of time to live, black man might only live like 65, 70 years.
Yeah? Why does it matter about the color of the man's skin?
Okay, a man, I take it back. A man might live to 70, 75 years, yeah? Yeah? Why is he now? And not only that, for him to be an adult and physically capable, that's probably only going to be about 45 years, yeah? Why use that time to be now option 47 to a dime piece? Because with women it's different. When there's a buff thing, she's only really sleeping potentially with 1, 2, 3, 4 like money guys / Chris Browns, yeah? Like the other 200 guys, they're like, you might get a friend zone, you might get left on red, you might get nothing. You don't even exist to them. To be honest with you, most of them you don't even exist to this chick. So now, why not put yourself in a leverage situation where you have the pick of the litter? So now that link I sent you, did you see that link? I don't know if you had a chance to look at the link I sent you.
No, man, I'm chatting to you, man. I'll look at it afterwards.
Like,
I'll look at it afterwards.
So there's other things just to profile and show. There's other girls there, bro. Them girls there, it's especially at their peak. You want to catch them at their peak, bro. Passport, bro. It's leverage, because how many men are making 150 bags to talk about the leverage? It's not impossible. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but feasible. How possible is? How possible is it?
You don't need.
You say that.
You don't need money to get these girls. Sorry, I'm just clicking the link so that it's on my.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I play it so that obviously I can go back and watch it later. And
but
you know, you can go through your history.
Man, them will say that, but then when you look at, this is not to you, bro. By the way, I respect you, but
yeah,
man, them will say that, but then when they show their resume, it leaves. It's simple. It's nothing like, it's, you know what I mean. It's like in life, you kind of have to pay for what you want, bro. So if you got to showcase a lifestyle, you got to take this girl to a restaurant. You got to pamper her a bit, and she's a baddie in her country. Then, and it ain't even just because people in the comments are saying, "Oh, he's talking about girls too much. It's too much about the girls, bro." It's also the lifestyle, bro. It's the lifestyle, bro. You can be living. So Dom Rep, I go Dom Rep. I've got land there. I've got a lot going on that there. In the Dom Rep, bro, you can live oceanside because it's cheaper than Jamaica. I know Jamaica in the country is cheap, but Jamaica in like the main touristy areas is expensive. Yeah. Dom Rep is cheaper, yeah. You can live oceanside for like 700 US a month, bro. Just on a holiday thing. You can live maybe 2-3 rows back from the ocean for 300-400 pound a month. And you're in paradise. It's the lifestyle, slower pace of life, relaxing. You know, it's something to see.
Do you know what I want to ask you? Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, so have you got a lot of female cousins? And like, yeah, you got a little female cousins.
Sisters.
No, female cousins. You got a lot of female cousins. All right. Have you got sisters? Have you got sisters?
Yeah, I don't have female cousins like that. Like,
okay.
I've got quite a small family, but like there is some extended, but I'm not so familiar with them. But sisters, yeah, I have a bunch.
And
of
then, and the thing is, you might know quite a few females. I'm not saying you're in the friend zone and all bullshit like that, but like you know 1 or 2 females and that. The point I'm trying to make, and the question I want to ask you is, these guys these females that you know, sisters, friends, your man them that have gal, yeah. And then some female cousins, maybe a couple chicks on your estate or that you know, work colleagues. I'm just trying to get you to think about a broad, different range of women in that. What sort of money are the guys making, do you think? Are they top earners in that? Because I'm going to answer this question for you. I'm saying that they're not.
No, but okay.
I don't think they are, but carry on. Are they going Hakkasan in that?
Okay, so good question. And this is the thing, bro. The women, this is always respectfully, the women that are like in the circles on a platonic level, they're not the baddies. I'm talking of the baddies. They're the ones that like then you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like a baddie's lifestyle and a 6 out of 10, because a 6 out of 10 women get offended when you say they're a 6 out of 10. But a lot of people are average. Everybody's average, yeah.
Yeah.
A 6 out of 10's life experience and an 8 out of 10's life experience, I'm talking about women, by the way, is very, very different. 6 out of 10, she's still got to go work. She's gonna have a boyfriend that earns 30k, which is there's no disrespect to that. That's the lifeblood of society, being able to go up, get to work and make your money. But a baddie, that's 8 out of 10, it's different. It's holidays.
You're talking about 10s though, like obviously you're trying to get 10s.
8s. I don't believe in 10s, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to say, I feel like you're just trying to get 10s and 10s only. And this ain't a disrespect, but I'm saying, like, are you a 10 and a 10 only? No, you know what I'm trying to say?
I'm not a 10.
Like, yeah, so it's like, I'm just asking about like the chicks. Like, come on, man. Like the people that are around you, the girls must be like, come on, they must be able to make themselves 7s out of 10. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, okay, great point. But the thing is, you gotta understand, bro. I made a point earlier. I'm smacking 20 to 25-year-olds. Yeah. All my peoples, like you mentioned, like your peoples, they're all grown, bro. They're like 32, 33. They're not like Bedinas. They're not, I don't know what the young boys use these days. They're not the piftings anymore. If anything, if they were, that was 10 years ago. So to get to the 18, 19, 20, 21, 25-year-olds that are piff, it's a different game. It's a different ball game. It's a different ball game, bro. Man ain't trying to. Your comments are telling me about why is man talking about 20, 25-year-olds? Yeah, get married, bro. I ain't dating these 35-year-olds, bro. This is the African way, by the way. In Africa.
Oh, you're African, yeah?
No, I'm partially African. I'm not. I'm actually Jamaican.
You're half. Okay.
Yeah,
but like, the way you was talking, I thought you was Jamaican.
Yeah. But no, I'm half Jamaican. I'm partially Nigerian. But basically,
you're playing games now, you know. One minute you're Jamaican. No, I believe you. I believe that you're Jamaican and Nigerian, but it's like 1 minute you're trying to, and then you're trying to just mess about and deal all these girls. Saying, oh yeah, now I've got to do things the traditional African way. Yo,
No.
aside, man.
What I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying,
laughing.
What I'm saying is, in Africa, the way it was, it was normal for a guy who's 35, 36 to get a 24, 25-year-old, and not just that. In other parts of the world, I know a lot of man them in London. Not saying you, just in general, and some in your comments, they're like, nah, bruv, what's that, man? What you doing, bruv? What you doing, bruv? But I don't business, bro. I will stand on my square when it comes to that. So we can't really compare what my little rotation in London, which I have, because I'm more quality over quantity. Like I don't have the time. I'm not like gal. I don't have the time, bro. But I'd rather have 2 fine pieces. Like right now, I got Somali thing. I don't want to go too much because like people can do research and shit. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, no, because you do get some haters, bro. There's a lot of black incels, bro.
Yeah,
there's a lot of black incels. I'm telling you, yeah. So I do my little international, I do my little domestic, but we can't compare. I've lost track now, but we can't compare like my little circle, bro, because they're grown people, they're family people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still living my batch. What do you call it? My bachelor.
Yeah, being a bachelor. Yo, fam, I think like obviously, look, I can't tell them you should do this, but yo, man, don't you want to have a family or at least drop a you or something, man?
But like for me, okay,
you don't be a 45-year-old man still in the club.
Man ain't 45. What I'm saying is, I'm pushing towards. Obviously, I've got things set up and I'm pushing things a certain way. I'm more Brazil and Dominican Republic. Yeah, anyone knows my content, they know that I'm on that. I ain't really trying to settle down out here because the options, they're it's just different options, bro. It ain't like anyone. I can bet you, and like, I don't want to go in your because your trap might attack me. But are these men traveling, or are they just telling me they're just coming for me? But are these men actually traveling, bro? Because the traveling, when you do the traveling, it's like you can't unsee it. You see it and you can't unsee it. It's like I'm telling you, when you go, but it ain't really so much because a lot of these men, they might be Jamaican or they might be Nigerian. Bro, I'm telling you, them Latin countries, bro, it will spin your brain. When you start going Colombia, Brazil,
seen some of those videos.
It spins you, bro. Like, and don't get twisted. There's girls there that are so piff, and we got to remember as well in Dom Rep, they're a little bit more Americanized now. It's not like 10 years ago. They've cottoned on to like American life. Some of them girls, bro, they will suck the skin off your piece. Yeah. But God forbid they won't be on camera, bro. But they will suck this. Bro, the girl of, like, this is the general statement. The girl of your dreams will suck the skin off your piece. Yeah. But she ain't gonna be on camera. Like, you ain't gonna be in a restaurant because she might have a boyfriend. She might be engaged. She might not want to associate herself with a tourist, because at the end of the day, if you're a tourist, you're a gringo, there's an association that can come with that. Like, oh, is my man like, is she a pro? Is she a hoe? That's the other thing. Black men, I'm calling you black men out in the UK, yeah. Black men in the UK, yeah. Why do black men in the UK have a problem with pay for play?
Paying? Pay
for play. I said it.
So is that what you're doing, yeah?
No, I can go both ways, bro. Like, I can do the mouthpiece. I can do both. So I can flip between. Because I used to be a mouthpiece guy. Remember I told you.
Sorry. Just so we all know what you're talking about. When you say paying, do you mean escorts and...
Bro, whatever it takes.
What are you talking about? Because they say, oh, so if you pay for a day, that means you're paying. No, I mean, are you paying for services or not?
Bro, whatever. Bro, didn't I say all these girls are sugar babies, bro?
Nah, fam.
These chicks are sugar babies.
I've never even been into a brothel before. I've never paid.
Bro, we don't need to do that, bro. The culture has shifted, J-Wise. And this is just a general statement to your audience, not to you, because it's not a personal thing. Bro, the culture is shifted. These buff things that are 22, 23, 24, they're sugar babies. You guys in the chat don't want to hear it, but I'm telling you, because most of you guys are probably in your mid-20s, yeah? The man them that are my age are chopping your 22 and 23 and 24-year-olds. We're chopping them down because you mans, for the most part, in the 25s, don't have no paper. You don't have no paper, and that's not a disrespect, but that's just the reality of life. It's hard to come by money, especially in this economy. So what I'm saying is, and the other thing is, a lot of man them that are 25 in the ends, they're time tricks. So they all have a rotation. They'll put the phone to their earpiece while they're laying back in their bed. They'll chat to the chick for an hour. You go on 2 dates, 3 dates. By the 3rd date, she flaked on you. She flaked because you're in a queue. So the minute you're not number 1 pick, you're off the books. Whereas man like me, my generation, and guys that are on what I'm on, we value, because we're business people, we value time and efficiency. So you guys are time tricks. I might be a money trick, but you guys are time tricks. You waste your time, and that's why the black man is at the bottom of the financial, because Asian men don't have a problem with doing this. White men don't have a problem with doing this. Indian men, you know, they get down with that. But black men, you don't value your time. So you will spend your time chasing Keisha and Chanel, and then she will eventually flake on you, because I know you guys are going through a harder time now than it was back in my day. So I'm saying that, bro. I'm saying that. It don't, like, black men in London don't have no money. That's why they don't want to pay for it, because you don't understand quality. You pay for quality, bro. You guys are getting the Spotify free. You're getting the free Spotify with no adverts, bro. I mean, with adverts. I'm getting.
Do you know what? Yeah, the problem is, yeah.
And I got a mouthpiece too with it.
The problem is, yeah, man, them are just trying to up their body count. And what is that doing for you in the future? It's doing nothing. All it's doing is giving you an ego. Yeah, your ego should come from your achievements, not just by the girls that you're slaying. I'll tell you right now, yeah, I'm even sort of in the mind space of like, I only want to smash a girl if it's to breed, you know. I'm not even trying to think, yeah, this, that. Like, I'm thinking, yo, I need to get myself and start a family, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm not even thinking about going and doing this for sport. What for?
Bro, is it okay if I ask a question, bro?
Go on.
Like, are you single or are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
You're single. So why not take the passport, bro? Plunge.
Listen, let me tell you something, yeah. I've got a flat in Egypt, yeah. I still ain't gone out to Egypt. I'm in no hurry to go to another country. Now, I've said it in my videos before where I've spoken about passport bros. Yo, if once a year you want to go over to, I was going to say Ukraine, that's a bomb site. You want to go over to Brazil or whatever country and mash up the place, knock yourself out. I ain't going to do it.
Why
Obviously, have I thought about doing it?
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. You work hard. You're a grafter, bro. Like, grit, determination.
I don't care. Like, I don't really care.
So, okay, but like
the man just want to go and smash girls because it inflates their ego. That's what it is. That's what it is. Imagine
what's wrong with, like, so certain men will be in London repelling their natural born sexual urges, and I know a lot of men in London ain't really getting it. Not off the quality things.
Let me sorry to cut you. You need to repel your natural born sexual urges, or else you be doing things to women that you're not supposed to do and end up in prison. So yeah, repel their natural sexual urges. Yeah, I'm glad a lot of men do. Yeah,
yeah, of course. Like, you're not gonna just act on all your impulses.
Yeah, but, so man need to do that.
If a man, this is where it comes. This is why I'm not with the whole like the UK society, because the Western society kind of like wants man them to just like sit there. Let me put my laptop charger in before my charger runs out.
But I'm coming off in 5 minutes though. Yeah.
Okay. So like, if man them are in London and they struggling to the quality, what's wrong with them just saying, boom, I worked hard, let me go out here, I can multi-date, because it's a reversible. I haven't really spoke about it, but like in England, I say it like it is, the man them are chasing down the chicks. I don't care like about what the top 2% of men them doing. I'm talking about what the the main body of men are doing. You're chasing down the chicks, and then you're trying to get what you're given. In Latin America, it's a flip. It's a flip. Having paper, bro, it's the oldest profession in the world, bro. Having paper and paying for a box is just English guys need to get over that, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, it's a scarcity mindset, bro. There's bare chicks, they're all on this sugar baby thing. They're disguising pro in a sugar baby, and we can call it that. But at the end of the day, the exchange of resources for pumps has always been a thing, bro. Even if you do it by just taking these girls out on 3 hackathons, because if you want a baddie, it's going to take about 2 hackathons and about one one of them other things, yeah. So what's the difference? And it's more efficient, bro. If I'm there for 2 weeks, I want efficiency, bro. I want to hit the beach and come back.
I'm not pulling out denominations or my debit card. No, I'm not having a girl pull out a contactless machine and I'm tapping, and I mean it's probably more than your £100 limit. I'm not doing that. I'm not paying.
I like do you understand that? Like the girls now, yeah, that are on road, they're in a grey area where they'll be on Hinge. This is what the man them in your group don't want to understand. They will be on Hinge, because I know all these men are on Hinge. They'll be on Hinge, the girls, yeah, in the featured section, which is basically the section where you got to give them a rose. You can't just chat. You have to give them a rose to chat to them, yeah? And the same girls, yeah, will be being sugar babies online, bro. And they're getting mashed up. And this is you, because man them want to think that it's a like some Bulgarian thing on this side, and then on this side it's all the black girls from ends and it's separate. Bro, I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is it's converged to a grey area where it's a culture shift, where in America it's even worse, but in England it's getting there. Like, it's these girls now, this is what they're doing, bro. So like, obviously I've had a lot of these 8s and 9s, yeah, and I know the lifestyle they're involved in, so it comes with the territory. If you want 8s and 9s on a because anybody can get 8 or 9, like, you're right, a man them can go to the shopping mall and get 8 or 9, but if you want to get 8s and 9s on a consistent basis, consistent flow through, you have to either like be that guy, yeah, and I'm not claiming to be that guy because I know my limitations, yeah, or you pay for the efficiency of it. Because all these girls are for sale, bro. Bro, women cost. What you got for me?
I ain't got no money for you, man. You're trying to turn into an escort out here, trying to get money from me now. Playing.
It's an adult conversation.
I'm not paying no chick. That's it. That's it.
Someone said,
not paying no chick.
Someone said you don't need money to get chicks. True. And he said, Lightbringer, you need money to retain chicks. True, especially in big cities. Yeah, that's true. Like, in a big city, they've all been exposed to the capitalism, the shiny bright lights, all the fancy restaurants. So I'm not saying that a man can't go the traditional route and just, you know, how we used to do back in the day, but I'm just saying it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill struggle, in my opinion. But I don't want to overtake your thing. Maybe we can. You said you got to go, so we can close out. Or
yeah, I ain't even had my dinner.
Wow, you got carried away, bro.
You got carried away. I take 5 minutes. Blood,
hold on. Let me turn my heating down. Hold on, it's getting hot.
Let me see the timestamp because I can work out when you first came into the chat. You've almost been on for this guy's almost been on for an hour, you know.
All right, I'm back. So what's the outgoing discussion, or what's the outgoing line?
Well, look, if man didn't want to go to another country once a year and mash up the place, do what you gotta do. Yeah? But fam, if you're not getting girls in your country and that, you gotta maybe look to yourself, like, why am I not getting girls? And if you are getting girls and that, fam, just like, fam, what's wrong with just dealing with
like, it's the quality. Hey, It's the quality, because once again, people just say girls. Bro, there's girls out here that are 2s and 3s that are fat, morbidly obese, bellies,
But fam,
pouches.
you're talking
Like,
about quality girls, but you're not even trying to wife them up, fam. What's the point? That's
but
how I know it's just ego.
most man, aren't we just out here to just enjoy it? Like, think about every girl you've mashed, yeah, and then think about every girl you've put a ring on their finger.
None.
Yeah, the numbers don't match up, and you could put that for every guy in the chat. So we know if there's 10 girls, there's not many wives.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, you do have to tear through a few chicks and that.
You gotta enjoy it. Like, it's man.
Yeah,
how
but that's how I know this man you just love gal. That is it. You love gal. If you could, me personally, I'd rather be a millionaire and just have 1 or 2 chicks. That's it. Yeah. You would rather probably just be average earner and have bare chicks. I don't give a damn about women.
That's
like
a reach. That's a reach. That's a reach. Because like,
I feel like, because I know someone like you,
yeah.
their whole purpose is just gal. That's all they're interested in. They don't want to talk about money. They don't want to talk about nothing. They just want to talk about gal.
Bro,
gal.
The thing is, I spent like 5 years building my business up. Man was skipping meals like you're doing now, skipping meals, getting skinny. Like, I have that side to me.
You're making me skip meals. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Bro, I had that side to me, innit, bro? And I hear what you're saying. It's not invalid. Like, there's certain men like my age that, bruv, they've got 2 kids. Do you know what I mean? They're doing the family man thing. I'm not a family man. Do you know what I'm saying? But I do my thing. I'm trying to obviously provide some entertainment, shed some wisdoms, my life experience, the way I'm seeing it. He's 30 talking about 20-year-old girl. What do you think, bro?
No. You've provided entertainment. That's why I've let you go on for so long, because the chat was just going mad.
Bro, and what's wrong with me linking a 20-year-old chick? Because a lot of man them don't like that. But bro, I'm just saying like what it is.
I mean, like, even me, I'm 32, yeah. If I was chatting to a chick that's 20,
what's your age set then, Jay? Like, leave us with some wisdoms. What's your age set?
That's a good one, you know. So I'm 32.
Man's 32. He said he's 32. What's his age set?
Right. Well, is it age set for? I'll give you 2, yeah. Like, if I was gonna get in a relationship with a chick, or if you're just gonna smash them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just gonna smash them, yeah, 22, 23. But if I was gonna get in a relationship, I think like minimum 26. But I don't know, you know. If I found a chick that's 22, 23, do you know what? All girls are moldable anyway.
Let me say this, bro. Go ahead. No, I don't want to cut you off. That's just me.
Yeah, all girls, because do you know what? Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, you know, what if we're not compatible? Like, what if her personality? Bro, I don't give a fuck about a girl's personality. Yeah, her personality will become my personality. Yeah, how I am, that's how she's gonna become. Yeah, so I don't give a damn about a girl's personality. She'll do what the fuck I say. Yeah, so I don't give a damn about her personality. And so. But for me, I feel like do you know what it is, yeah? I couldn't get a girl that's too young, because if a girl is in the stage of wanting to go out every other weekend and that, just because she's young, not because she's looking for a man, she's just young, I ain't like that. I'm like an old man. So we're going to sit down and talk. That's what we're going to do. Yeah.
What you're saying is true. I have to respect it. But like, I feel a lot of girls in London that are like 20, they're actually more immature even. They're more immature because just the culture has made them so immature where they don't really have no wifeiness about them or womanliness about them. They're like kids. So I kind of get
you're not looking for a wife though. So what you can't say, a wife is you're not even looking for a wife.
You said there's 2 sets. There's the run through, and then there's the wifey. So I'm gonna say my piece. Like, I would say, yeah, like, you know, if people want to hear it, but like, yeah, when it comes to, I just think personally that I want to enjoy my woman's best years. So 20 Oh, to be honest, if it's like 19, 20, yeah, I'm on a bad flex. Like I can't be dealing with that. But like 20, 22 to like 28. I mean, that's a wifey age to me. When it comes to run through, like, bruv, 19 to like, yeah, of course, it could be 32 or something. It could be higher. That's the way I see it, man. But I just say the way I see it, bro. Certain mans, they might come for me in the chat, but it's facts, bro. And I don't have the British mentality or the Jamaican British mentality, bro.
Oh, we
Like,
know your mentality is overseas, my friend.
I have an overseas mentality because in
Damn
Brazil,
right.
in Brazil and Dominican Republic, that's normal, bro. Like if you're 22, if a chick's 22 and a guy is 40 and they're walking, if you saw that in Tottenham, that'd be weird as fuck. Like, what's that 22-year-old? You think it's a dad? But in Latin America and in Africa, it's like it's not a thing, bro. Especially Latin America, it's not a thing. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna say this because I don't want to overtake the chat, but a lot of man them in London ain't really living the life, bro. You're not living a life because you got to go outside your fucking lenses and see how these men are living in Latin America. What I mean by these men,
Girl is not life, blood. I'd rather man say living life is driving a Lamborghini, living in a big mansion.
that ain't life. Like
to
Dubai,
girl is not life, blood.
Dubai, it ain't just the gal, it's the freedom, bro. Like, think about it. Man, them in London, they can't even buy a yard, bro. They can't even buy a yard in their city with a garden, bro. And that's not shame. I'm not even trying to shame. I'm just showing like it's like mans are tying themselves up in their mortgages for 35 years, bro. Getting hypertension, bro. There is other life outside of London, bro. You can buy land, build your yard, have your babes. That's gonna, and not only that, let me say this. Forget about the aspects of the woman, bro. Let me look at the mentality of the women, bro. They're not really wives in London, bro, because they're on this liberal left woke thing. They're not on this traditional. They're not really serving a man. I like women that will serve a man.
You can pattern them up, blood. Let me tell you something, yeah.
Not the baddies.
You can change these women, yeah. The only thing, yeah, if they've got some mad record where they've been about, then you can't undo it. You know, like they say on the internet, you can reinvent yourself. Hell fucking no. If you got ran through by 50 man, you can't change that, yeah. It's like having a criminal record, yeah. If you've got some mad offenses on that, that's always on your record. You can try and invent yourself all you want. That's still on your record and that. But all of these are, you know, it's just back to what I was saying. People are, their personality. Blood, I will whoop a woman into shape, not with my fists. Yeah, don't get it. Nadia could come on stream and say, I've never put my hands on her. Yeah, never put my hands on Nadia and that, yeah. What I'm saying, I will put a woman in her place. I don't give a fuck about what her mentality is. That's going to change, fam. So it doesn't matter what her mentality is and that. As long as she ain't got no crazy body count and that, I can work with that. Because I'm an influential man. Yeah. She gonna follow my program. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what she thinks. It's about what I think. Yeah?
Okay.
You gonna follow.
Let me
call me sir.
Let me make a general thing though. Like, there ain't enough good women that are moldable for these men. So not everybody's gonna get a shout. Not everyone's gonna get a shout. Nah, because you gotta factor in, bro. You guys in the chat don't understand the quality of the women in the Dominican Republic. And the access. Because the man them in London, yeah, I know you're saying, oh, it's not about the chicks, it's not about the chicks, bro. Man them need they need to find themselves a wifey and settle down in it. But you ain't gonna find them in the UK because the beanies that these man them want, they can't get because they don't have enough money. You need 150. You need 150 bands for the baddies.
And the guys that got 150, they ain't not getting girls. The guys that got 150, they're not getting girls, man. You don't need money.
If they're lame, no. But I'm making general statements. But basically, I just think that a lot of men them in London are not really being fully truthful about the state of play in the market, because 30k, an attractive girl, let me take away from the baddies, an attractive girl is not impossible, but it's hard for her to be led by a man making 30k because there's too much distractions for her. There's too much going on. Like, oh shit, I can go to Dubai. The 30k guy who's solid, who's consistent, who would be a good option for her, they kind of like, they might overlook that guy and he might get lost in the sauce. And then he has to try the next one. Bro, black men and black women ain't getting. When was the last time you got invited to a wedding, bro?
Yeah.
Exactly. Forget it. It's done. So what I'm saying is to black men that are in the group chat, potentially you might want to look abroad. It might even be, bro, there's Europe, there's Eastern Europe, bro. There's North Africa, bro. So it's not just like, oh, I'm on this black thing. No, I'm trying to be open. There's the world. Just avoid the Anglosphere. England, New Zealand, Australia, all avoid that.
New Zealand.
Avoid. I'm not saying
You
go.
going, avoid it. I was about to say,
Avoid.
like, you going everywhere.
Avoid the Anglosphere. So USA, avoid Canada, avoid Australia, anywhere where they speak English as a main language and they're a first world country. Don't go, bro.
You really are taking advantage of these chicks,
bro.
boy.
My boy is in Brazil. Yeah, he's got paper. He's got more paper than me. He lives like a king in Brazil, an absolute king. When he's ready to start a family, he chooses. The difference in London, these man them get to start a family with fat Keisha and fat Chantel. It's a choice. My boy who's in Brazil, he gets to choose out of all the beautiful, all eclectic tastes and colors and complexions, the buff things, bro. The same women that are in the rap videos, the same quality of women, whatever. He can choose at his will, bro. Because he's paid the cost, innit? He's paid the cost to be the boss. He's built himself up. He can just choose. Like, why are we in London with a lot of dead things? Because the buff things here, they don't give an access to these regular men. They're not. That's what I'm saying.
Your life is about gal. Like for me, I don't care how many tens I got around me. I will never feel fulfilled unless I reach some sort of success, like more than what I've got now. Yeah?
But you know what it is, bro?
Whereas you, I don't think you care about that because all you've been talking about is gal.
No,
That's
you know
it.
what it is? I've done okay
topic,
in life. I've done okay in life where I don't have to be like super like press on the I still have to be conscious because I'm not like retirement ready, no way, but I've done okay, so I'm kind of just enjoying it. And I want to say to the man them that, bruv, a lot of the man them, they won't tell you this, but their life is gal, bro. Their life is gal. They do everything for gal, bro. They want to I guarantee you, if you give these man 10 grand right now, bro. And actually, I can't say because your audience is probably more mature than the typical audience. But a lot of men then will just buy a straight Mercedes, bro.
Yeah,
they won't because they don't understand. Like, and I've made regrets. I've made bad decisions too. So I'm not holier than thou. But I'm telling you, bro, as a man, it gets like, even with the ladies, it gets better with business being established. There's something to be said about being patient and delaying gratification so that in your later 30s, mid 30s, even into your 40s, you are that guy. You can go wherever you want to go. You can travel. You can get the buff things from Brazil, South Africa, wherever you want to go. And you can live good rather than being suffering in the hood, in Wood Green, Turnpike Lane. I don't want to see that for you guys, but it does take about 10 years of building. So that's why I rate Jay Wise, because he's about building. And I get what he's saying, but this is just a topic, and this is what can grab you guys' attention. But we have to build, though. We do have to build, because if you don't build, you're going to be a broke 38-year-old. And we do not want that.
Do you think, genuine question, do you think, if you put that, whatever you're doing now, for your business and that, you see the effort that you put into gyal, even just the thought process, and obviously the time and the money. Do you think if you put more of that into your business, you think you'll be more successful? Because I feel like you wasted a lot of time on gyal.
Yeah, you probably
too
would.
much.
If I lived like a monk, like
I feel like you should get girl passively. You're aggressive with it, not in a
no.
way. I'm saying like I ain't proactive with gyal.
Remember I said to you though, like obviously the conversation is coming across like kind of like aggressive with it, but remember I said early on, I'm not out there.
You are.
I'm not out there. Like, I don't go rave thing. The rave thing to me is dead. The party thing is dead. I do my thing, but even in London, bro, I don't do. I'm more quality over quantity. So I might only link, like, I might only go on one linkage in 2 months, bro, because I am focused on my money, bro. And
nah, you are
no,
out there.
I am.
Listen,
Because
I know you're out there. Listen,
I'm
chat.
not
The
out
reason why this guy's so active and talking and that, yeah, is because it's not 11:30 to him. It's 5:30. Yeah, he's in Brazil right now, fam. Why do you think my eyes are looking like I'm looking super Chinese today? Yeah, I'm getting tired, fam. I might just keep going. I guarantee you, if I wasn't slowing down, you would keep going, fam. This chat will go on until midnight, 4:30. 4:30.
okay. You got
You're
to come off,
active,
bro.
fam. You're out there.
You got to come off. We can resume it the next time.
Nah, definitely.
Okay.
Have you got Instagram?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Like, look for Lightbrick, or I'll IG you. Let me
Yeah.
put it in the comments. Let me do a private chat. Hold on, before you go.
Yeah, and just send me a random DM. Just put one or something, just so like, we'll definitely continue this.
What? So, let me give me your IG then in the private
Yeah,
chat. Give me your
JY's
IG.
TV. JY's TV.
All right, let me do that because your one sounds a bit generic. Like there might be 100 man with that.
There's nothing. There's only one JY's TV.
Okay, I see. But you got two. You got 2.0 and a normal one.
Nah, yeah,
Okay.
just use the regular one. Yeah, obviously with TikTok, I'm active on all my accounts. But
All right,
yeah, just with the Instagram, just the
Okay. All right.
just send me anything.
I just
One.
hit you. I just said yo.
Yeah.
So,
No. But obviously, we'll continue this on camera. Yeah. So
we'll do it.
we'll do it on the next one. Yeah.
We'll do a camera thing like this, spontaneous. But yeah, man, it's good. All love. Good conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Cool,
And
man. Yeah, you're
do
cool.
like this thing. All right, bro.
I can't really be paid for gal though. I'm not paid.
No, I know the London mentality, and I know that's why I got more American friends now. Like when I'm doing my traveling and that, I get on with them more because the London mentality is very closed off. I think it comes from the Caribbean side more. Like Caribbean has a big influence, Jamaica specifically, on London. And I think the Jamaican mentality is that like nah. But in Africa, it's a bit different. Like I'm not saying the African men are doing that, but like in Africa, the culture is just lace your girl. At least with the Nigerians, it's like lace your girl, spoil your girl. And it kind of comes from that. But I also get my influence more from an American mindset. So Americans, they kind of known for that, like tricking, whatever you want to call it. But to me, it's yeah. So I'm more closer in terms of the American mentality because I kind of like the guys in London won't keep it fully real. Even the podcast guys, like all those big podcasts that are out there, they don't fully keep it real, in my opinion. A lot of men will go on these dates, they'll spend their budget on these dates and they're getting flaked on, but they're not telling you about it. And if they're not getting flaked on, it means that they're just saying, nah, I'm not even going to go on a date because maybe they can't afford it. Fair enough. But like ultimately, it's like, I know that 22-year-old guy is depriving himself, or maybe he's not ready. Maybe that's another way to look at it. He ain't ready, but they ain't really getting it. But as an older guy, I'm just saying that, like, boom, certain times, a lot of these guys don't want to wipe these girls up. They just want to get their way with these girls. So I'm saying, look, if you want to get this way, get money. Because I'm saying you need to make money, and get a lot of it. Yeah. And then you can do your thing. But I'm even saying, if you get money and you want to enjoy like the 8s and 9s, skip over the London ones and then just go to Brazil. Go, because they're baddies and their attitudes are way better, Jay. Because we haven't really spoke about the attitudes. No one's really touched on it. But the girls in London, they got attitude, bro.
Yeah, well, when they come across
submissive.
You can make them submissive. You can listen. You see Nadia. Yeah, all the other guys she's dealt with in the past, she ran things until she met me.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's absolute, but I'm just saying like in Brazil or Latin America, because I'm not making it about you, I'm just making it as a general thing. In Latin America, a man's in his abundance thing. He's got like it's like you're Drake. It's like you just land in Brazil. You're Drake, bro, because your paper's right, because your money. People don't understand how far your money goes in Latin America. They don't really understand it fully. In Brazil, the average salary is £300. So you're rich. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with leverage? I said it open and honest. There ain't nothing wrong, because a woman has a lot of leverage over an average man in London. She has social media. She has Hinge. She can be a sugar baby. She can hit the clubs, the London, the West End scene. Yeah, she's got a bigger network than the man. So they're leveraging makeup. They're leveraging all kinds of shit. So what's wrong with man? It's like black London men want to cut off their advantage. Your advantage is that you are in the top 20 earning countries in the world, probably top 10. Like, why cut off your only advantage?
Yeah, I hear that, fam. I'm gonna have to cut off the live
Oh,
stream.
all right, we'll do it another time. I know you're tired.
Yeah.
You're not
But
really
you sent me a DM, yeah?
Yeah. I'll hit you.
We'll jump on camera again next time.
Check. It might hit the spam, so you can check the spam as well of your DM. All right, bro. Catch you later, man. Bless up.
All right, cool. All right, respect.
Safe.
Nah, I like my man still, but no way. Meaning we'll jump on again. But yeah, I'm done now, you lot. Yeah, I ain't had my dinner. Gotta go and hang up clothes and that. Stay away. Done now.